What up, people? What's good? Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. Reserved for the best. Yes, sir. Welcome to the sixth element of hip hop. I'm your host, Reno Noir, and this is our co-host, Stu Dog. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Peace.
Not a nunca.
Yeah, man. So we got a spur of the moment. This is like a what do you call it? Impromptu
Pop-up
show.
Pop-up
Show. Because we didn't do yesterday. We were supposed to do it yesterday,
Right.
but schedules did not permit. But man, because we want to talk about Book of Boba Fett every Wednesday, and normally we do, but yesterday we couldn't. But we couldn't wait till next Wednesday to talk about this episode, right? Because this was just bananas. This was like the best episode yet. This was better than a lot of the Mandalorian episodes. Like, this is one of the better Mando episodes. This would have been a phenomenal episode 1 to the new Mandalorian season, season 3, whenever it would drop. But I'm glad they did it.
Which in our defense is fans. When we do get the new Mandalorian season, they're gonna be moving on, so we're gonna get something even better. Like, we're gonna get a story that's already rolling out. Like, we don't have to wait. We don't have to do the intro things and none of that. It's just that's gonna be even better.
Exactly. Great point.
And it actually answered a lot of questions, because everybody keeps asking the question of what's going to happen with Grogu, or is Grogu's ever going to see? Because Grogu is a character on that show, man.
Oh, hell yeah, a big character. Probably made the show what it was.
Right. So everybody keeps asking, like, what's up with Grogu? And now we find out he's on his way to go try to see him.
Yeah. I'm very excited at the end when he says, "Got to go see a little friend." That's what he told. He told Finnick when she approached him. So, but yeah, mad exciting to see this episode, because we've been suffering through the Book of Boba Fett show, guys. It's not been great. Episode 4 was like, oh, this is cool. Like, maybe episode 2 and 3 were just a fluke. Like, because 1 wasn't bad. Episode 1 wasn't bad. It was just like, okay, they're setting it up, nothing special, but all right, cool. Let's see what happens. Episode 2 was mad corny. Episode 3 was mad corny. But episode 4 was actually pretty damn good. And so I was hoping, like, maybe this is things to come. And then episode 5 happened, and damn, this show was amazing. This episode was crazy good. We had Din Djarin, right? I even put, this is the logo, see, Book of Boba Fett, and I even put Din Djarin over Boba Fett. It's Book of Din Djarin, because he stole the show. Like, he was the show. Yeah, and I mean, Boba wasn't even in it, and I feel bad for the actor, because, like, it's not his fault that the writing is bad, and for, I'm sure, now he's gonna hear about how this episode was the best one that everybody loved the most, and he's not even in it. Poor guy. But what are you gonna do? It happens.
I just wish we got him another Razorback, man.
Yeah, I was kind of like, man, it's a dope ship that she got him. The N1 Starfighter, Amidala's ship, is no joke. Yeah. But I felt like the Razor Crest he could live in that motherfucker. Like, he had a bathroom in that joint. He had a cot. He could hang his carbonite frozen bounties in that joint. Like, what's he gonna do with this kitchen?
Kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, it was
like an RV. Traded his RV for a Porsche.
Yeah, he had a projector in the back. He had a movie theater. You know what I mean? It was good.
Word. Yeah. But I guess they thought, and I agree, the Razor Crest isn't cool. It isn't like badass. It was dope for a guy that's a bounty hunter, making his way in the galaxy, just hopping from thing to thing. I would like to see him have the Razor Crest and then have the N1 Starfighter on the side.
A Naboo fighter ain't too much better.
But
I mean, it's
listen,
fast. I mean, it's fast, but
is
they
it?
could have did the same thing and just gave him a faster razor crest. Like it could have said, "Look, this is a model." All right, like we know Han Solo ship is a Corellian freighter. We know that, but we know it's heavily modified. It's a
Yes, one of the
heavily
fastest in
modified
the
Corellian.
galaxy.
Right, and he's modified it since he got it from. He modified it even more after
Mm-hmm.
he got it from Billy
Jabba
D. When he
or
when he
Billy
got
D.
it from
Yeah,
Billy D. Yeah, when he got it
yeah,
from Billy D, he modified it even more. He was like,
yeah.
yeah, like I made some improvements on this joint.
Or you can't catch the Millennium.
Right, the
But it
sublight
was
engines
dope.
on that on the Millennium Falcon are fast.
Yeah,
Like when Dinjarin took off and the guy was like, yo, he didn't even power up to go to light speed.
yeah.
And the older guy said those were his sublight engines, my man,
That
and you
wasn't
can't
even
catch
light
them.
speed.
Right,
Yeah, that
yeah,
wasn't
and you
even.
can't catch them. Right,
Uh,
right, you can't catch them. Like that was sublight. Like the Millennium Falcon sublight engines are fast. That's why the Empire could never catch him when he got in that ship.
right.
Once he got in that ship, it was a wrap. And remember, Darth Vader and them was always be like, "Do not let him get to the Falcon. When he get to the Falcon,
Mm-hmm.
we'll never catch him," which is true.
No,
So
yeah,
we,
absolutely.
yeah, we should have got a better Razor Crest, man. It just could have made a better one. I think. I just hope in the future that they make a better one, and this is just for this show right now, and he gets a better one in the future. But it would be better. I mean,
Hell
and
yeah.
and, and if he's gonna go on as a bounty hunter, collecting bounties here and there, I mean, it would
I
be
think
better
what
if he
she
was in
did
this.
was she took out the astromech. That's where he's gonna stick his bounties. Like it must be probably be a bit of have a guy handcuffed in that back seat, because that they made a point of showing that the astromech was gutted out and it was just it had a bubble over it, so it's probably where he'll put his bounties. But let's run through the show like first opening scene, meat locker, right? He's
Okay.
coming into the meat locker. And I love the art at the end of the show. Like this is something I really want
Yeah,
to showcase.
yeah, me too. I wish
It's
they would
beautiful.
sell it to us. I wish they would sell it to us
I know,
so
right?
we can
Well,
bring it out.
look, if you can always print these out.
I'm thinking about doing it, bro. We might have to.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna print some of them out and blow them up and stuff. But this is the concept art for the opening scene. You can see the bullheads hanging. I guess they went another way. They went with the sides of beef, but still very cool concept. And he's got the dark saber. So he whips out the dark saber and he's whooping on dudes trying to catch. He's getting that bounty, and he burns his own leg. Just burned his leg.
Yeah,
Just
he did.
trying to
Yes,
wield the
he did.
saber, burned his damn leg off, damn near. But I was surprised his little pauldron. See, he's got not his thigh guard didn't block that, but they wanted to make a point of showing that he doesn't know how to wield it yet. And that it has
Nah,
weight to
not
it.
at all. It
Yeah,
does,
he's
yeah,
not.
because he was
Yeah,
kind of
he's
sloppy with it. And
yeah.
he was trying, but it wasn't working out, bro. He was
Yeah,
trying.
no, it wasn't working out. He wasn't. But what a cool. And then we got a couple of. I don't know if it's an Easter egg or what, but he goes to this place, and first thing I thought of is what
Like, what
Halo.
is this place? Like, what is this place? Right, that's what I thought.
Halo.
Or what was that movie with or Star Trek? Because they had a base like that in Star Trek, the last Star
Mm,
Trek movie, or
hmm
something like that.
They had one like it in Interstellar too. The Matthew McConaughey, that sci-fi movie Interstellar, great flick.
Oh
One of
yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There was another movie. Oh, they did it. It was in a series. I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Mm,
Where they had it was like a joint like that where they had a like an open space port like that.
hmm
Like a bit of a circle. But I mean, it's dope.
Yeah.
Everything
So
works.
and you can see
So
it's
all
like
right, so because we didn't know if the forger escaped last time. Because remember when she was fighting all those guys in the sewer, we didn't know. We knew she was fighting, but we didn't know if she got away.
right. And so he goes to this place, this Halo place, and you can see this thing is as big as a small country. I mean, this thing is massive, and then you can look right here. This is like the size of New York City, just this one little spot. You know what I mean? And it goes miles and miles and miles. So theoretically, you could get lost in this thing. You could live your whole life in this thing and never see the entire station. This thing is massive, and he goes in it and he looks around and yeah, he finds her. There she is. She's sitting on the end of the little dock, meditating or whatever. And he uses his Mando vision, right? That helmet, it's got a special view that he can see the invisible markings on the wall that the Mandalorians put to let other Mandalorians know where they're hiding. You know what I mean? And no one can see those markings unless they've got the Mandalorian helmet. And so he uses that and he sees the
And
Mudhorn and not the
my
Mudhorn,
thing
but
is, yeah,
the
the
symbols.
Mandalorian,
And he finds the
the
symbol and he
Mandalorian
goes in
symbol.
and there she is.
Right. Now my thing is, how did the other person? Because he didn't know exactly where to look, and the lady told him where to go, and then that's how he found them. So I want to know is how did they know that they're in that section?
Right, these guys. Right. So he
Right.
brings the head of that dog and then yeah, so they knew, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, that's, they're probably some type of a crime boss or whatever. They've got they live in the underworld and they must have found it. Rumors of it where it could be, but you never know. Maybe they didn't know exactly where the door was, but they knew it was in that area because he was just told them
Right.
kind of the area. And then maybe,
Right.
using his Mando vision, he was able to pinpoint the exact door.
Man,
And
Mando vision.
yeah. But I thought it was dope. He walks in and she's sitting there and I saw her and I was like, oh, dope. And then he walks up and finds the crew and all of that, and then she goes into telling him about. He asked her about Bo-Katan. He asked her, do you know Bo-Katan and all of that, and she was like, yeah, her family is kind of responsible for losing Mandalore, losing our world. They had us fucked up, and they show this really cool montage or little scene that is
Oh
straight
yeah.
out of Terminator 2, like or
Yes.
Terminator. Like
Yes.
it wasn't even it was dope. Like they showed, but then at the end they showed like the droids walking through the rubble, and it was a straight out of
And those
Terminator.
now, yo, those were protocol droids, weren't they?
I'm gonna show you what they are.
They were the ones that was in Rogue One. That same droid, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's him right there. That's him right there, Stu.
One. Yeah. And I thought they were like protocol droids. I didn't think they were
No,
like
they were
battle.
no, they were badass. They were whooping that. Remember in Rogue One?
Yeah,
Rogue
he
One,
did give out work. Didn't
yeah, he was a bad motherfucker in Rogue One.
he? Yeah.
Um,
Because
yeah,
remember he kept asking for a blaster. He kept saying, "Why can't I get a blaster?"
yeah, they fight, but yeah, I mean, and they do look a little bit like Terminators, and
Yeah.
you can see,
They're
but yeah, they were
menacing.
walking through the rubble, and very, very Terminator-esque. I thought that was dope as fuck. I just can't get enough of this episode. It was so damn good,
It
and
was
you know, and then he gets challenged, right? He gets challenged by
right away. Right
right
away.
away by the dude because he's like, what's up with that? What's up with that saber, bruh? Like, this is my shit. This is my family's joint, and he
Yeah.
challenges him for it, and he's like, all right, let's do it, and they do the damn thing, and they're fighting, and this is a great little concept art as well of their battle, and Din Djarin whoops him, and then
Yep.
the armorer, she's like, yo, do you she asked the guy that got whooped, she was like, have you ever removed your helmet? No. Has anyone ever removed it for you? No. And she asked Din Djarin the same question. He couldn't answer. He didn't say nothing. She was like, well, you're gonna have to go replenish
I had to
yourself
go
in the
do what you
waters of
gotta
Lake
do.
Minnetonka.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was like, but he did have his helmet removed, and he removed it.
Yeah.
Like so, remember somebody removed it for him,
Mhm.
and then he did it to show his face to
Someone did remove it
Grogu.
for him. Who removed it for him? Who
I
took it off?
forget. It was
I don't remember
I'm trying to
nobody
remember.
taking his helmet off of him. I know he took it off when they were in there, and he was in there with your boy. What's that comedian's name? The comedian that was in the episode, the bald guy, white dude, funny as fuck. He's in Mandalorian. He's in like 3 episodes.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, the stand-up comedian. Fuck.
Wasn't it one where he got hurt and then he took they saved him, but they took his helmet off? Remember he got up and he was like, and he put his helmet back on.
I don't know.
And remember he was with the girl or whatever. She asked, did he ever take it off? She's like, you take it off to eat or anything like that?
Yeah, no. What's the name of that comedian?
I can't remember.
You know what I'm
Google
talking about. You fuck with him. He's funny as hell. Fuck. Anybody in the chat? Come on, this is easy, bro. I should know this.
I'm trying to figure.
He's kind of like on a Dave Chappelle level to me. What's his name? White dude. God damn it.
I can't get it.
When I tell you who it is, you're gonna be like, oh, duh. Bill fucking Burr.
Oh, Bill
Burr.
Bill
Burr.
Yeah, Bill Burr.
I couldn't think of it now. I kept thinking because it was for some reason Ed was in my.
He wasn't like 3. Yeah, you right. He wasn't like 3 episodes. You're right. Yeah, he did do like 3 episodes.
But yeah, that was the episode when him and Bill Burr went. They were in the. They went into that place where all the officers and shit were, and the officer was like, "Take off your mat." He wasn't wearing a Mando helmet. He was wearing a different kind of helmet, but it was still a helmet. And he was like, "Take off your helmet," and he took it off. You know, not to blow up.
Yeah, he had to take it off. Right. Yeah, he had to take it off. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so he couldn't lie, he couldn't front, and you know, but she tried to train him a little bit on how to handle the dark saber because apparently that black crystal, it connects to your mental and your energy, and it can end up being so heavy you can't even lift the shit. And he's trying to wield it around. Even when the big Mandalorian got a hold of it, he could barely wield the shit. So she's training him how to use. They don't really work with the Force. They're not Jedi, so they don't call it that. But that's basically what she's trying to. Basically, what they're doing is he's trying to figure out how to use the Force to be able to wield it. And make it.
Moff Gideon. Remember when Moff Gideon used it with no problem? He was
no problem.
Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
He was swinging like it was nothing.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that I was mad excited about when he goes there to meet the chick, and boom. So if anybody's a fan, BD motherfucking won. Yes.
Yeah. I was that threw me for a loop too.
Yeah. Yes. I was hella happy to see BD. Yeah, man. This guy got him. I
was happy to see BD too.
Yeah. Now, my son was like, that ain't BD1 though. So I don't know. We don't know if it's BD1 or it's a BD droid. Right. She just called it BD.
BD, that was it.
But speaking of BD and Jedi Fallen Order, they are working on a sequel to that game right now, officially. So that was one of my favorite games.
There are 5 in total, 5 Star Wars games in the works right now.
Yeah, the one I'm really waiting for though is the big open world joint. That's the one I want.
Which one?
It's open world. It's just an open world Star Wars game. Like I don't think there's a name for it yet. But the one I'm really waiting on is Knights of the Old Republic remake.
I think everybody's waiting on that.
Yeah, that's because Knights of the Old Republic 2 in particular is my favorite video game of all time, hands down.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
It's a bold statement, but I will make it and I will stand by it.
Okay. Hey,
a lot of people like
Force Unleashed. I thought Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed was a great action game. But see, I'm really partial to RPGs. Like I like building up your character and finding shit and talking to people and finding secret stuff and like really being really immersing. You know what I mean? Like it's very immersive. It's better escapism, and I feel like in RPG role playing. But for action games, yeah, bro, Force Unleashed 1 and 2 were phenomenal. First time I really had like a lot of fun wielding the force. Like that was what was so dope about that game. Like the force powers and stuff were just spot on, super dope. Um, but with Knights of the Old Republic, you have, you know, 50 force powers that you can work on. But what I loved about Knights of the Old Republic 2 especially uh was that you could basically become a Sith. You can be a Jedi, you could be a Sith, you could be a
Yeah,
scoundrel,
I remember that.
whatever you
Yeah, you
want.
could be a
Yeah.
scoundrel. Yeah, yeah.
But my thing was
I
was
thought that was dope.
yeah, yeah. Like I was heavy on the dark side. Like my thing was to make my character as dark as possible. I was trying to just do everything negative, just make him a bad motherfucker, just pure evil, just to see how bad I could get him. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I made a few characters, but that's the fun of it. Like I had one dude that was a light side Jedi. I had a dude that was like a Han Solo smuggler, kind of neutral kind of guy, and then I had my dark Sith guy. So you can't get enough that game. You could play it over and over in different ways, and it's a whole new game. Just I think the best game ever. The remake,
Wow.
I'm worried though. The remake, I'm worried that it's not gonna live up. But if they do it right, listen,
It
it's like we
should,
always
man.
say. It's like we
It
always say. If
should,
they
man.
stick to the source content, if they follow the source content, if they make it as good as all they got to do is make it the same game that the first one was, just update the graphics.
Right.
All they
Like
got to
they
do.
did with Force Unleashed. Yeah, Force Unleashed was the same. They just refined everything on part two. Like part two was a way better version
Right.
of part one.
Well, no,
Not them
part two
part
was a
one, but
sequel though. It was a
right, it was a
sequel.
sequel, but the mechanics of the game
Yes,
were
they
were
improved.
much better.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
much like I said, it was an improvement on the first game. You know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't better, it was just an improvement all the way around.
Right.
The engine, everything.
100%. Yes.
Yeah, Force Unleashed
Yeah.
was just that game for me, man. I like that, man.
Yeah.
I played the living hell out of that game.
Hell yeah. No, yeah, me too. It's one of my favorites. Um, but where are we at? Oh yeah, okay. So he goes back to Tatooine after chopping it up with the Mandos and challenging and keeping and then we see this little BD pop up, and then this rat guy grabs him, and then they chase him down, they get him back and all of that, and then but she told him she was gonna get him a new Razor Crest, right? His ship, and but he didn't get one. What does he get? He gets the N1 Starfighter. Now, if you guys watching right now watch the prequels, this was
A Naboo
yeah,
Starfighter.
Queen Amidala. Apparently, it was the ship that she rode. That's what she said. She was like, this
That's what she
was
said, yeah.
commissioned by the queen herself, and it is. I mean, it was the same color and everything, so very possibly is. And I like how they shaved all the paint off and made it, kind of chromed out, kind of silver, just like how the Razor Crest is. And but yeah, bro, it's a sports car. It's more fitting for a bounty hunter. A guy that's gonna be out, dodging cops and all of that, because like you said before, he basically got pulled over, and
Yeah,
them
he did. Yeah, he
two
did.
them
Yeah,
two
well,
officers. This was a great
yeah,
scene. So this is a concept scene of when he flew by, and the little Greedo, the little green dude, was the kid that looked out the window. But in the concept art you see here, it's a human kid with a starfighter helmet on, and he's got a X-wing in
yeah.
his
X-Wing.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was cool. I wish they had done that one versus the one they ended up doing. They should have stuck to it, but who knows why they chose to change it. But that was cool, man. And then so yeah, he flies by him, and then yeah, he gets pulled over. Oh, another great picture of him working on it. They were building it there, and there's BD shining his light for him. You see, that's BD1 right there behind him.
Yeah. Yeah, the back right there. Yeah.
BD2, yeah, BD2, and
He
so
said
yeah,
BD2. Yeah, BD2.
They built the ship.
But right there, they were showing you how fast it is. The ship is fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh
It's very
God,
fast.
yeah.
You know,
They
in
couldn't
space
even.
in space and in an atmosphere is fast.
Yeah, and the cop was like, "You can't even. We can't even chase him.
Yeah,
Ain't no catching that. Nah,
yeah.
B.
Because the guy was like, "Oh, he left without powering up his ship. Go to light
Right,
speed." He's like,
yeah, powering up his hyperdrive or whatever.
the
He's
other
like,
guy was
that
like,
wasn't no hyperdrive, bitch. That was
so
just
that
his
was his
regular.
sublight engines. That's his sublight engines, and he's that fast. You
Mm-hmm.
know, just
Which is
imagine.
cool. It's cool. It's cool for the Mandalorian to have that. But I was mad let down because the Razor Crest, it was like a little RV, man. It had everything. It was like a little
Yeah,
house for him.
we said it, bro. We had a kitchen, a bathroom,
Kitchen, bathroom, home theater,
yeah, home theater. It had everything in it, bro. It was loaded.
everything.
It
Sauna,
was, it was
workout room,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they had a soda machine in
three-car
it, popcorn.
garage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
popcorn machine in the back. You can't beat that. You just can't beat
Island
it,
in the
man.
kitchen.
Yeah, bro, you can't beat it. But hopefully he'll get one. He'll get a new one or something. Because you got to think every badass character in Star Wars is an iconic ship, like something
Right.
real iconic.
Right.
Not the basic standard issue Naboo fighter. Yeah,
And but to be fair, it's not just like a basic Naboo fighter. This is a royal fighter. Like this was commissioned by the royalty, by the royal family. So they had all the bells and whistles, like, and they even and the mechanic brought in him. They put mad update. Like you saw how they put that engine on the hood, like how a muscle car will have the shit hanging
right. Yeah,
popping up out of the hood. That's how they did it.
right.
That was dope, and they put some guns on it. But yeah, they took the astromech out of the back, so instead of where a droid would go, he'll be able to put his prisoners there, his bounties, in that slot. Because that was the first thing I was like, well, where he's a bounty hunter, where the fuck he gonna put the bounties? He barely can squeeze in that cockpit his damn self. That was the
Right.
cool thing about the Razor Crest was he had like 5 carbonite freeze joints hanging in the back, like
Yeah,
bounties would
yeah,
be a
yeah. He could stock up a little bit
yeah.
and bring them
So,
back. Yeah, so
but he did say like she was like, "So you like it, huh?" And he was like, "Yeah, but if you get me a Razor Crest, I'll trade it back to you in a heartbeat." So he still wants the
right.
Razor Crest. He's not happy, super happy about it, but
But he also needs a ship too, because he
right,
can't
he needs
just
something
he can't take public transportation.
because, like we saw when he did that, they made him take his weapons out and put his weapons, in that little box so he could get onto that transport vehicle. Because I was wondering, why did they make a point of showing him have to put all his weapons in that box unless they were gonna have, when he got to the other side, something be missing from the box, like the dark saber or something. That's what I was expecting. I was like, okay, so he's gonna get over there and one of his weapons is gonna be missing and he's gonna have to go find it. But they get there and he opens the box and everything is in there. So it's kind of like one of those things that storytelling wise didn't really make sense. Like, why did they show that? But I guess that it was to illustrate that it's a pain in
He
the
really
ass
need a
for him
ship.
to not have a
Right,
ship.
right. He really need a ship. Right, because he
Yeah.
did. Because he had to wait, then he had to travel, then like you said, they check. You can check your weapons. He like, I'm a
Right.
Mandalore. It's my religion. Like we don't give a damn. Check your
I don't give a
weapons.
damn. Check your weapons.
Yeah.
Like,
So
good luck on that.
yeah.
I said, like, imagine if he went to prison and he was like, "Well, I'm a Mandalorian. It's my religion to wear my weapons." It's
I'm like, get in
like,
that cell and give me them damn
like get in that
weapons.
cell and give me them weapons. Yeah, it's not happening, bro.
Yeah, not
It's not
today.
happening.
Not today. Yeah.
But they do let
But
prisoners, like if you're a Muslim or something, they'll give you different food and shit like that, or Jewish or something
uh,
like that.
yeah, yeah, they do
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I heard
Yeah,
that
it was a
kosher, like Jews get kosher meals and things like that.
yeah, they can.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It was a dope episode, man. No matter how you look at it, it was just dope.
yeah, it was. It was really good.
I mean, we got two good episodes in a row, actually, because last week's
Right.
episode wasn't bad either.
4 was
So
good.
we actually got four was good.
4 was
But this
very
was
good.
like this one even kind of shocked me when I saw it because I was like, yo, was like, yo, I didn't see Boba, and I was just like, wait a minute, this is just like dope. Like they kept
Yeah,
showing Mandalore, and I mean Mando, and I was just like, yo, this kind of ill.
I'm gonna keep it a
So
buck. I found myself like hoping they didn't get to Mando. Like I was just like, man, just keep it a Mando episode. Like let's just not even go to Boba. And
they did,
and,
they
and they
did,
did.
bro.
They went all the way.
It went all, yeah. This was actually the best because a lot of people been complaining. Everybody's been saying the same thing. Like, yo, like when is it gonna get better? Like,
And
listen, we sat through the boring stuff. Can we please get to the meat?
you know, but the episodes are they're made already. Like it's not like people think that if they complain like they're gonna change it mid series or something. The episodes are filmed, like it's already done. So
It's already done, yeah.
you know,
And on top of that, you can't really. Me personally, by the way it's been going, I just think that they didn't have a direction for it. Like, and they're trying to find one. But if you didn't, why
yeah.
put the show out? If you didn't have a direct,
Mhm.
like,
Well, what I
like
heard, what I heard was that they they went back. They had to go back and rewrite a bunch of stuff because they I forget what the reason was. There was some for some reason they the script that they originally got um they wanted to change it up, and that's how we ended up with this kind of non-story story. God, I forget the reason though. There was a really good reason. Shit. There was a
for it,
really
for the
good
rewrite.
reason for why they had to rewrite the yeah, the script last minute. Like
Oh, okay.
I can't think of it right now. I shouldn't have said nothing because now people are gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" But no, I did, and I think I talked about it on
That
the
was I.
our last.
Oh, you probably did. My thing was like I said, if you're gonna rewrite it, I mean, come on, like don't slow it down with the rewrite, or don't
I
make it
know.
bad. I mean, if it's a rewrite, you need to rewrite it, make it good, but don't do it. Like right now, we just keep seeing how Boba Fett is changing. Like you could have did that in 1 or 2 episodes, probably one
Yeah,
episode,
one
and then we could have moved on. Right, we
moved
could have
on.
moved on. But to get multiple episodes where he keeps saying the same thing, and then like he keeps like iterating how he doesn't want to be a bounty hunter anymore. And then the other chick
Yeah,
keeps reminding him, like, yeah, that's cool, but you
nah,
still
we
got to
get
show
it.
power.
Right,
Like,
you
you still
still
got to
gotta
show
be.
strength.
Yeah,
Right.
if you're trying, it's like, yeah, you don't want to be a bounty hunter, but you want to be a crime boss. So you kind of got to step it up even more because of that. You know, you
Right.
can't just, yeah, you can't just be soft. You know, you gotta, especially now, like especially now. Let me. I'm trying to get you guys. I want to see this little bit of a. I want to show you guys the Where you at? Where you at? Okay. Shut up. Shut up. Thank you, sir. Computers. So okay, so but the end towards the end, I guess it was really at the end, and you guys can kind of see here. If you look over here to the left of that image in the dark area, you see Fennec Shan leaning against the
Great.
the the crates. Right, you see her there. So that was when she was like, you know, this chick came looking for you, and so she popped up. What's good? What's good, Corey?
Great. What's
Salute,
up?
Diamond Onyx.
Oh, Onyx.
Peace, 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 peace. Everybody. Yay, yay. So what did y'all think, man? What did you guys think of this show? You guys been watching the Book of Boba Fett? For me, it was like this was like could have been the first episode of the new Mando series, but like you said, Stu, I'm kind of glad they got this out of the way because now we can just dive right in to the new series. And
Right.
episode 6, it's gonna be bananas, bro, because we know Din Djarin's gonna be in it, and That's what I was getting at with this image right here. You see Fennec Shan, she walks up, she starts talking to Boba, and she's like, "We want to hire you to work with us." And he was like, or not Boba, I'm sorry, Mando, and we want to hire you to work with us. And he was like, "Cool."
Like
So
tell him to come in the house.
yeah, so
Maybe he might just say, "Look, you can have slave one. I don't need it anymore."
yeah, that would be dope. But I don't see it. I don't see it.
That'd be oh,
I don't
bro.
see it. Yeah. But I think it'll be. He did say at the very end. He said he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna rock with y'all, but first I got to go see a little friend." So he's going to see Grogu. You know what I mean,
that's true.
Book of
Man.
Din Djarin.
Yeah, he has to. He has to go because the way it all went down, he has to check on him, see how he's progressing,
Oh yeah,
how he's
yeah.
doing.
I mean, I was surprised that that they didn't. Well, no, I guess not. I guess they couldn't have. So we know like in the new Mandalorian series, in the next season rather. I think that it's gonna be, you know how like this show is it cuts between flashbacks, right, to the where he's with the Tuskens to current what he's doing in Mos Eisley. And so I think that the new Mando show, it's gonna be cutting between Luke and Grogu training and what Mando and Boba are up to, or what Mando's up to.
That would make sense. I mean, that'd
That
be
would
dope.
make sense, and that would be dope.
Yeah. But either way, we got to get Grogu back because you can't have the show without.
Nah, Grogu's got to be part of it. He's got to be part of the Mandalorian show. Book of Boba Fett, though, is I think this show, it was an afterthought because remember the entire show of Mandalorian was actually originally supposed to be about Boba Fett. It was going to be called The Mandalorian or whatever, but it was going to be about Boba Fett. And
was it? I never knew.
Yeah, because Jon Favreau, right, and Filoni and the guys that made Mandalorian, they hadn't done anything with Star Wars before, and Disney had just acquired this billion-dollar franchise, multi-billion-dollar franchise, and Boba Fett is up there with the top tier characters, right? It's Darth Vader, Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, Boba Fett, like Obi-Wan, Boba Fett, like those are the main. And they didn't, in so many words, they didn't trust them with that major character. With this new experimental show, they didn't know how it was gonna go or anything, and they didn't want to fuck with their franchise, one of their main characters like that. So they were like, "You can do the show, but it's got to be a different, make him a different. It's not Boba Fett; it's a different guy, a different bounty hunter that looks like Boba Fett, kind of." And so that's how we got the Mandalorian. That's how we got the character Din Djarin. And I'm so glad that it went that way because it's better for us because now we get Din Djarin as a character. But it kind of hurt Boba Fett as a character because but I was like, cool. They redeemed him towards the end of the last season when Boba Fett shows up and surprised the shit out of everybody. Like, oh shit, Boba Fett! Like, no one expected that shit. Yeah,
he was like, I need my armor.
And he was a bad motherfucker. He was a badass. He was whooping dudes with that Tusken stick and all that. He was a beast. And he got his armor back and all that. Because first we saw the armor in Mandalorian. We saw the armor on that one cat.
Yeah, the guy had it. Yeah, and Mando took it from Mando. Was like, you can't wear that. It's like, he said, you can't have that, bro. He said you got to give that up.
And ask that. And
you gotta run that.
Run that. Yeah, run that jacket, son. But
that was actually a good episode as well. That was a
great one. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was very much like a spaghetti western, kind of like the Magnificent Seven or something, where a small town of villager, a small village, a small town of farmers or whatever, they gotta strap up and defend against this, invading force. It's a common trope for like westerns and stuff, and that's what the Mandalorian is. It's a western.
but that's the feel you get from Mandalorian when you watch it. Like when you watch the first episode, that's the feeling you get,
Mm-hmm.
and you get that same feeling, throughout the
Yeah.
whole thing. But when you got the Boba
Yeah.
Fett, I mean, I guess it's supposed to be like a Goodfellas type, wise guy type.
That was the goal. Yeah, that was the intention.
But the wise
But
guy movies don't move that. They don't move that stuff.
yeah, it's just
And Boba should be kicking ass and taking names. Like, I mean, what wise guy that don't? He just never did. Like Sopranos, Tony whoop. Yeah, Tony had to kick a little ass. He had to turn over some rocks. He
oh
had to do
yeah,
some things, and he did it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Boba keeps talking about
Just-
what he'll do, what he won't do, what he thinks is right. I don't want to be carried through the streets. I want to walk.
yeah,
Uh, I don't want to be that type of boss. I want to do this. I want to. Well, do
yeah.
it.
I want to
Like,
be
damn.
respected, not feared.
Right. Well, then do it. Well, then show us how you gonna get that respect. Don't talk about it because that's all he's doing. Like that's what we get him talking about what he wants and how he feels. Like I never knew Boba Fett had so many feelings. Like damn,
Right. Yeah.
to be a bounty hunter. I mean, you Boba Fett.
He never said so many words. Like
Yeah.
he was
Like
dark
even
and
in
mysterious.
right, even when the chick asked him about his ship, she's like, "Why you still walking there asking for it?" And he said, "Look," he said, "I'm much more." He said, "I need my armor. I'm much more convincing with my
With my
armor." Okay, now
armor.
you got
Yeah.
right now you got your armor back. So
Yeah.
show us how convincing you are.
Show us what that do. But Din Djarin is way more like the Boba Fett from the movies than this Boba Fett that we're getting now. He's
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
he's like soft spoken. He doesn't say a lot. You know what I mean? Din Djarin is that kind of dude. He's more of like an introvert. He's not outgoing. He's not, you know what I mean? He's definitely not cracking jokes or none of that. And he's just very, serious all the time. And that's how Boba Fett was. So I mean, you can definitely see how The Mandalorian was meant to be a Boba Fett show, but for whatever
Yeah.
reasons they had to. And so it was so successful. Season 2 was incredible, and they're like, "Okay, now can we do the Boba Fett show?" And they're like, "Okay, yeah, we can do the Boba Fett show." And then they fucking blow it.
Yeah, it hasn't been a great ride. It really hasn't. No,
Corey,
it
yes,
really hasn't.
it is also about respect, but a crime boss has to be feared because in the crime world, in the underworld, you can't call the cops. Like you don't have the law to protect you from
Right.
anything, from business deals, from whatever. So
You gotta have a good
where
mix. You gotta have a good mix of fear and
of fear and
respect. Like
respect, yeah.
like in the Marvel comics, if you take a look at Kingpin. Kingpin is feared, but he's also very respected.
Hmm.
Like even by the heroes. Like it's just certain they be like, look, we gotta leave Kingpin alone. Like,
Yeah, well, we got
you
to
know what I
talk to
mean?
Kingpin about that. Or we got to
Right.
run it
Or
by
they
him or
or it's
something.
something right, or something they just won't do. They be like, look, we don't even want him to get involved. Like we were watching Kate Bishop, how they were looking for the watch. And he was like,
Hmm.
look, he was like, we don't want to get the big crew. Right there, that was respect.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They
yeah.
respect it because they know what Kingpin is all about. They know what he's capable of. They know what
Hmm.
he's all about. There's no joke. And so
Hmm.
he's like, look, we got like this Joker. Even Daredevil has a respect for Kingpin. Whereas in
Yeah.
the criminals fearing, and that's like what it is. See, the heroes respecting, but the criminals fearing, and that's just what it is. Kingpin's
And
one to
that's what I be
respect to the
talking about.
heroes, but the
When
but the
people
villains
when
fearing.
cooks ask us loyalty or respect, that's what I mean. Like respect, you can respect your enemy because you can understand that they're an intelligent or powerful
Yeah,
person and you
powerful,
can
yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
It's not like you respect them like you look up to them or you emulate them or you whatever, but you can respect what they do. And
Right.
yeah, Corey, man, sometimes it's time to lay hands. Sometimes you gotta lay hands.
Yes, they gotta go upside. You gotta go upside the Joker's head.
Sometimes you got to lay hands. What up, Multi? Yo, Multi, I don't know if you've been watching this show, but you got the link if you want to hop in and chop it up with us.
Yeah,
I thought you've been
yeah.
watching the show.
Sometimes you just gotta lay hands, man. Sometimes you gotta put it
Sometimes
down.
Boba,
Like in The Sopranos, Tony did it all. He was diplomatic.
yeah,
You know what I mean? He was nice. He was this, and there was a couple times where he said, "Look, I've been too nice." Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And then he put his foot down, and then everybody started looking crazy. But Tony's right sometimes. Like, look, I agree. That's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You do got to put your hands down sometimes, man.
You
Let it
got it
let it be
sometimes.
known. Let it be
Yeah.
known. Same thing, man. Like even if, I don't know, you've been watching Peacemaker, but Peacemaker, same thing. Same thing,
Unfortunately,
man.
I haven't gotten to finish it, but I started it.
But
Very good
Peacemaker
show.
right now, Peacemaker is putting every Marvel show that ever came out thus far to shame. The period, point blank. It literally is. It's great. The writing's great.
It's
The
better than Daredevil.
characters are great. Yeah, it's better than Daredevil.
It's better than
It's
Loki.
way better than Loki.
It's
And I
better
like
than
Loki. And I like Loki and
Loki was
Daredevil.
great.
And
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
Loki
Loki.
and Daredevil, but it's
Yeah.
better. It's 100% better. You know why? Because the characters. Okay, James Gunn, they give him leeway with the characters, but I don't know what it is that Warner Brothers is telling them or whatever. But he uses the characters and their he uses them the way like how we always say stick to the source material.
Right.
He uses them according to the source material, but he puts that cinematic spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not mad, like you're
Yeah.
not like, come on, man, this ain't the character. It's more like,
Right.
yo, like, all right, like Peacemaker's father is White Dragon. In the
Right.
comics, they are nowhere near related, but that's
Mm.
just what they did. And I guess this is in the cinematic universe. On the show that yeah,
Corey
Corey is
always here.
always on it down. Corey, that's sir. I'm
Word.
gonna get Corey some merch. We gotta get Corey some merch.
Word.
Multiverse. Hook him up, man. Hook him up
Multiverse.
with yeah, we gotta hook
Hit
him up
that.
with a 6 element shirt or something, man. We gotta hook him up.
Yeah, we got to make some of those too.
Yeah,
Multi, hop on, man. If you want to, hop on. But yeah, we got to
yeah,
make
but
some 6 element shirts. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna show you what I want to do. Check this out. The T-shirt will have this. Will have a comic on it, like especially one of these comics. So that'll be the T-shirt. And let me see. So it'll have the comic book on it, and right above it, it'll say 6 element of hip hop, and down here it'll say hip hop and comics, and on the back it'll have the logo that you see right.
oh, right there. Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Right on it, just under the neck. You know what I mean? Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be dope.
that'd be dope. That's dope. That's a dope.
So we can do our comic book, T-shirts how we want to do, but we use the hip hop comics, and we can make a bunch of them, like all the different comic, hip hop comics, like at least all the Wu-Tang ones. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got the Pete Rock one, we got the CNN one, we got the Gangstar one, we got the Eric B and Rakim. Like, so we make shirts out of all of those.
We just got a regular shirt with the 6 element logo.
Right,
Big giant
6 element. It'll
That's it.
have the comic. It'll say 6 element hip hop across the top. It'll say hip hop and comics across the bottom, and it'll have the 6 element logo on the back. And I think those will sell off the racks.
Yes, sir. Like Steelers jerseys. But that's
Right.
another one. But anyway, back to Peacemaker. So Peacemaker,
Yeah,
James Gunn has done it again.
James Gunn is a beast. One of my
Bro,
favorite.
listen, like I said, his father's not White Dragon, but in this universe he is. On Vigilante, hangs around, but in the comics, him and Vigilante, they never really meet. But in here,
Right.
him and Vigilante hang out. And in the comics, Vigilante is actually a lawyer by day, but at night he dresses up in the exact costume that you see on the show.
Mm.
And that's another thing I like about James Gunn, how he does that. And he's Vigilante.
Right.
He sort of has a Punisher origins type of thing going on where his family was killed and he became a vigilante. A crime boss killed his family, but he was like
Mm-hmm.
the district attorney or something like that. And the crime boss, targeted his family and was like, killed them, set off a bomb in his house and it killed everybody except for him. And he was recovering. And then after he recovered, they let him out of the hospital. He disappears. Then he comes back, gets his lawyer rights back, starts doing his thing, and then he starts popping up at night as vigilante and nobody knows.
And it says his father is Augie Smith and his brother is Keith Smith. But I guess that's the comics, not the show, right?
No,
or that is the show.
Everything in the comic, everything in the show is in the comic. It's just it's got just got that cinematic twist on it.
Oh, he's like an Aryan dude?
Who, Vigilante?
It says
No, 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 no,
August
no, no, no,
Smith
no.
is the bigoted
Okay,
and cruel father of Christopher Smith, the vigilante known as Peacemaker. He's the leader of the Aryan Empire
right.
and the white
Yes,
supremacist supervillain known as
yes,
White
yes,
Dragon.
yes. He is in
Wow.
the comic, and he teams up with a bunch of guys.
Training
Super
his son.
Nazi and all this other junk. And he
Wow.
actually rode like a white dragon. Like nobody ever knew where the white dragon came from, but he actually rode a real white dragon. So, but he is a racist. He is a white
Yeah.
supremacist, and he hangs around with other supervillains that are white supremacists as well. But even in the show, like when he got locked up, because you didn't see it, um, they knew who he was. Like they knew he was the white dragon. And even in another episode, they show the armor. They show the white dragon armor, and it looks
Mm.
just like the comic book joint. I'm like, yo, this is like
Is it dope?
crazy. It's dope. It looks just like the comic book joint. It's dope, huh? Like,
Yeah. It sucks
you know
though
what I mean?
that
But
he's
like
a
I
white
said, he's
supremacist.
not. That's the comic book character. That's just what he is. And
Yeah.
they didn't play that down. Like James Gunn didn't play
Right.
that down at all
Good.
in the show, right? He
Yeah.
literally. But like I said, the only thing that's not canon is that he's just not Peacemaker's father. Like he's just, but they spun that, and the way they spun it is looks is decent. Um,
Why do you think they made that character his father if he had nothing to do with him in the comics?
I think because in today's society,
They wanted to use
a
the
lot of
white supremacist
a lot
thing.
of people, yeah, a lot of people want to see tragedy, and they want to see like these characters have like a dark past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That drives them to the villainy that makes them like Joker. Like when you look at Joker, you know what I mean?
DC is
Nobody really
really always. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What did you say about
Yeah,
Joker? I
or
didn't hear you.
Riddler. Like we look at Riddler, Penguin, Joker. In the comic books, the people that fought White Dragon the most are Hawkman and Hawkgirl. They literally fought him the most. Like when you read comics about the White Dragon, it's literally always Hawkman and Hawkgirl on his ass
Mm.
all the time.
Is he a white supremacist in the comics?
Hell yeah, big time.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like, a matter of fact, he has roots to the Suicide Squad because in the comics, there's a Suicide Squad comic where they infiltrate the KKK and they go after the White Dragon. They know he's the White Dragon, but he doesn't know that they're Suicide Squad. So Deadshot goes in there and he infiltrates it and he makes this big coup and tells how, how the guy is really not gonna he's really just gonna bring down the Aryan nation, yada yada. So they have like a contest, like a shooting contest. And Deadshot's gonna win. So Deadshot
Right.
wins. So now White Dragon's like, wait a minute, man, there's something up with this. So he kind of figures it out. He was actually another. He was using another persona called William Tell, which is a play
Mm.
on William Hell, Shakespeare. So
William
that's
Tell.
what he was. Yeah, that's the persona he was using to command the Aryan Nation, but he's actually White Dragon. So when that fell
Mm.
apart and Suicide Squad infiltrated him and actually broke the whole thing down and had it almost disbanded, that's when he just was full blown White Dragon, big country, what's up? And then
What's up, big country?
that's when he just did what he had to do, and then that's when he personified himself as White Dragon, because the Suicide Squad did thwart his plans. They did. It was like a mission accomplished.
Mm.
So you got to read. It's a lot, but the history of Suicide Squad and White Dragon is connected, and Suicide
Okay.
Squad and Peacemaker is connected, and then you know what I mean. And I like the way James Gunn threw that all in there, bro. Like even when they talk about it, they're like, "Look, Peacemaker, your father was a douche. He was a d hole.
Yeah.
The stuff he made you
Yeah.
do when you were a baby, when you were a kid. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You gotta watch it, man. Peacemaker
Did
is
you?
that show right now.
No, I'm about to watch it. I'm about to watch it tonight. Did you or sorry, is it was Peacemaker a member of the Suicide Squad in the comics
Yes,
first? Or was he
yes,
already a character and then they put him in Suicide Squad?
both, both. He actually
Oh,
was
yeah.
from another.
Both.
Well, he actually didn't start at DC at all. He actually, I forget the name of the comic company that he started with. They folded. DC bought
Really?
all their characters, and
Mm.
then Peacemaker was actually became very popular when he was on his own comic label. Like he was like their most popular character. And then when he
Mm-hmm.
came with the DC, he became even more popular. And then he got hooked up with the Suicide Squad, and the rest is history, bro. Like I remember Peacemaker got a lot going on, bro. Like his helmet is that way for a reason because it's a lot of technology in that helmet. It can do different
Uh,
things. On the
okay.
movies, they only let it do one thing at a time. I don't get that. But in the comics, it can do multiple things. So
What does
like
it do in the? What does it do?
it, it can create force fields, it can shoot lasers, help breathe underwater, all kind of stuff. It's like a multi-platform,
So
piece of
Peacemaker
equipment.
first appeared as a backup series in Carlton Comics espionage team title Fightin' 5, November sorry, number 4,
Mm.
November 1966. I bet that would be a great comic to get your hands on. Charlton Comics Fightin' 5 number 40.
It's
When
up
that
there in
series
price.
was
It's up there in
canceled,
price. It's up
yeah,
there in price.
when that series was canceled with number 41, Peacemaker received his own title lasting 5 issues, cover dated March to November 1967, with Fightin' 5 as a backup series and later low print run on Modern Comics imprint. Some of pencil inker Pat Boyette's artwork for Project 6 issue later appeared online. Following Charlton Comics' demise in the mid 80s, DC acquired the Peacemaker and released a 4-issue miniseries.
Yeah, Peacemaker, he did his numbers, man. He did his
He
numbers with
appeared,
DC.
yeah, he's even in Flashpoint. It says
Yeah.
another individual appearing in the pre-Flashpoint Blue Beetle series has claimed both Smith's name and the Peacemaker identity. Both things confirmed by several hints, such as the catchphrase of "loving peace so much he'd kill for it," spoken by Ladama to define him. Uh, However, divested of his trademark helmet, he was shown using the Mitchell Black identity before settling again on his real name. Intergang is an organized crime group appearing in American DC. A year prior to his meeting Jamie during a fight against Intergang, he found himself in a Byllian pyramid that happened to be the same one Dan Garrett found the scarab in years before. So this is going to link to Blue Beetle. It's going to connect. So they're kind of
Right.
following Marvel in that way. They're putting out these shows that are going to connect into and become parts of the movies because Blue Beetle is coming out. That's a
I
show
hope
that's
so, man. We need
yeah.
Blue Beetle. We need Blue Beetle.
Oh yeah, it's
I
coming.
can't wait. Jaime, and we know we get Jaime Reyes.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. Yeah, it's coming. They're doing it. They are doing it. But yeah, I'd love to find a Fighting 5 number 40. That would be a dope book to grab. Uh, what the fuck happened to Stu? What's up, brother?
Stu, what happened?
I don't know. Where's Stu at? Stu dog. He'll be back. You know, he's having connectivity issues and stuff like that. Hey, Cooks, what are you doing tonight? What's up? What? Tell us about your podcast tonight. Hey, Cooks, what are you doing tonight? What's up? What? Tell us about. You got it. You got to turn that down, bro.
Some reverb.
Yeah, that's coming from your joint.
Mine?
Hold on. Yeah, check 1 2. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me go back.
Skeleton Key. Oh, you okay, that's dope. What time is your podcast with Skeleton Key tonight? That's gonna be on Instagram. Sorry. Y'all check out Cooks, man, on Instagram at always Cooks 24 podcast. And tonight he's gonna be talking to a very dope person in the comic community. Woman named Sammy. She's been on this show before. She's like avid collector. Her collection is insane. Yeah, okay, so 9:30 p.m. tonight. Yeah, y'all got to catch that. Do not miss that. That's going to be a good one. Cooks is a phenomenal interviewer, and she's a great guest. So that's going to be a show. That's going to be a good show. I'm glad you told me, Cooks. I'm definitely going to be there for real. Definitely. Oh yeah, bro. Of course. That's how we do. Like that's the whole, you know what I mean? Like that's
Oh yeah, bro. Of course. No more reverb.
Yeah, it's still doing it.
Like that's the whole, you know what I mean? Like that's.
Do you have it playing on like on a TV or on a computer or something?
Yeah, it's still doing it. No, I mean I'm on the laptop.
And you don't have it like playing on any device. Do you have the YouTube? Do you have it playing on some other device?
Let me see. Are we good?
I don't know. Let's see. Check.
Check.
Yeah, we're good now.
All right. That was weird.
Cool. Yeah, it was like repeating everything. But yeah, what did you think, man, about this Boba Fett episode, man?
I mean, you know, I'm just catching up, man. You know.
Do you think it's fair to call it a Boba Fett episode?
I'm not even gonna say that I even watched this one. I'm just starting from the beginning, you know.
Okay.
That's why, you know, with these Boba Fetts, I don't mind, you know, jumping in, but until I really, really watch it. I mean, Mandalorian was fire, you know what I mean? But this, I'm listening to y'all every time, and I'm like, damn, do I want to watch it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it was Din Djarin. It was episode 1 was good. 2 and 3 were the problems, but episode 4 was good, and now episode 5 was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
So maybe Reno, they were saving the best towards the end of the series.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like maybe it was just that episode 2 and 3 were you know whack, and the rest of it's good because 1 was good, 4 and 5 were great. So so far it's just episode 2 and 3 that were bad, and hopefully that's all it'll be. Hopefully, I'm trying to call Stu. I don't know how you just.
You know what though? Like good writers can make sure that those odd episodes, you know, are fulfilling and not just
right.
You know, fast forward shows. You know,
right.
Because a lot of times, you know, a lot of people fast forward. They don't want to hear that talking or that BS. Where the fighting at? Where this at?
Yeah. No, Stu's coming back.
But if a writer can hold your attention, you don't need all that action right away. You know?
Right. I mean, yeah, good writing. I mean, no, action ain't necessary, and I don't care about action. Like, for instance, this last episode 5, there was a couple actiony scene. I mean, there's one, I guess, scene where he fought the dude, but for the most part, it's just good storytelling. It's not about action scenes, man.
Right.
Like, that's not going to carry a show. You know what I mean? Like, that's why B movies are B movies, because they're just action and no writing, you know? But this episode rather, it took place completely in the world of Din Djarin, of Mandalorian. Boba Fett wasn't even in this episode at all. And it was just basically, it was like an episode from the Mandalorian. If you like the Mandalorian show, you're loving this episode. Like, this episode was like it was like the next season of Mandalorian starting. It was that good. And from now on, I guess, you know, Din Djarin's gonna be in the Mandalorian, in Boba Fett rather.
So let me ask you this, Reno, with Boba Fett, is he acting worse this series than he was in The Mandalorian, or like far as his acting?
The actor that plays Boba Fett is not like, he's not Robert De Niro. You know what I mean? He's not like a great actor. He's just but he's not bad. It's just he's dealing with poor writing. And you know, but he's every bit as dope as he was in the Mandalorian show. Action wise, I mean, he's still a physical, he still fights, you know, and that's all still good. But the choreography is whack. Like the you know, the person that's setting up the fights, you know, the choreographer is not doing a great job. They're boring fights. the some of the stuff they're adding in, like certain characters they added in are super corny. Like they got this, but the potential was there. Like there's a cyberpunk gang that he encounters and hires, and that's a great concept to make some characters that are putting in bionic implants, and that could have been cool as fuck. But we get there and we meet them, and it's a bunch of fucking teenagers or like 20 somethings with fucking Vespa scooters, like little Vespas, right? But they float. There's Star Wars Vespas, candy painted, like
Vespas.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, be like, they really. When I thought it couldn't get no, when I, at the end of episode 2 was basically just a boring episode, and then at the end, like, he's doing this synchronized. It's supposed to be like a tribal ceremony, and they're kind of going around the fire, but it's a synchronized dance routine.
Yeah, that's nobody wants to see that, man. If I want to see that, I'll put on Sound of Music or something like that. You know what I mean? Right. And we'll do that.
Like, yeah, I get it's Disney and all of that, but come on, you don't have to Disney-fy Boba Fett. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. And then that's basically what they did. And then so then the next episode we get the Stu calls them Teletubby Vespas, because they got the different colors. Like one's a yellow, one's a purple, one's a green. It's like, come on, man. It couldn't be no more corny. But the rest of the show, like if you really took the actor Boba Fett and his scenes and stuff, like, yeah, he's doing a great job. And there's a lot of great parts about this show. Right. Those two main things that I just named, the little dance number at the end of 2, and the damn Cyberpunk's mod squad on the Vespas. Take that out, and It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It's good. It's good. But if you're a major Boba Fett fan, like like I am, or you just really know about Boba Fett from the films, from the original films,
right?
Then this show is it's painful to watch. It's irritating because this is not Boba Fett. It's a character.
But Boba never had any speaking parts in the movies.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Oh yeah, he spoke. But very small, very, very small things. He only said, like a sentence, like here and there, but it wasn't the whole thing that Boba Fett was so popular was because he just looked cool. That helmet was dope. Like something about that helmet. He's a bounty hunter. He's quiet. He's just standing there with the sawed off. You know what I mean? He was just like, yo, this dude is
and he did Han dirty. He throw him in the carbonite. So you know what I mean?
That was his job though. He's a bounty hunter. It was just a job. It was just a job. Rough. You can't hold it against him. What's up, Stu?
Yeah,
we're waiting on you.
Hey, Corey.
Oh, damn.
I'm a Syracuse fan and a Melo fan because Melo gave us our championship in college basketball. So I always forever fucks with Melo. You know what I mean? It's just and I love Syracuse. So, but Melo, he's one of my favorite basketball players of all time.
Carmelo.
That boy's still doing it. You see it when he make that shot, Corey? That's right. Let's go.
Carmelo with the black and yellow. Me too, forever. Right, yeah, man. I don't sports. I couldn't tell you nothing about Carmelo. I don't know nothing about him.
You name any player, I probably could tell you where he went to school.
I can't name that many players. Like that's I really like I said, man. When I grew up, I was in martial arts. That's what that's just what I never was in sports. I never played, so I guess that's why. But I just, to me, watching sports on TV or whatever, it's like watching somebody play a video game. I would like to play it. It looks like they're having fun, but I can't get into it. Like it's like if I'm watching someone play a video game, it's like I want to take the controller and play it, but watching you play it, I'm bored.
So let me ask you something.
I know I'm an oddball for that.
You know how to play basketball, right? Like if we went on the court, we could play 2-on-2 against somebody, right?
Sure.
All right.
but I might do some illegal moves and not because I don't know.
Oh
I might,
shit!
I might. Yeah, I don't know. I might double dribble.
Oh damn!
I might travel. I don't know. I might.
So if we played, I would just tell you spot up somewhere, and I'll just set you up every time. That's all.
And then you have to tell me what spot up means, and then
just go to a spot where you think you could make a shot, and you stand there.
Post up, okay. Post up, spot
and then
up. Gotcha.
I'll draw their attention and then pass it to you, and then you shoot it.
All right, we could do that. We could do that. I just don't know the technical, the rules and all of that, but yeah, I can play it. We all played. I mean, who didn't play it growing up? But
where I grew up, Reno, my older brother was basically one of the best basketball players in the town, bro, in East Orange. So I had to play. You know what I mean?
My homeboy, yeah, I got a buddy like I got one of my road dog like early from day one friends. Like we grew up, and he's nice with it. He's nasty with it. It's just, this just wasn't my thing, man. I was, when other kids was at football practice, I was at martial arts. It's just because I was put in martial arts when I was 5, so I didn't know nothing else. You know what I mean? Like I was 5 years old, like when I started it. So that's just always what I knew. It's all I knew.
Oh yeah, who's that? Wallace? Oh, started it for me in Syracuse. Yeah. Nah, I've been up to Syracuse a couple of times too, man. Cooks, it's a dope place, man. I went up there to go see. Went up there and saw Syracuse and Rutgers, and I seen Syracuse and Georgetown game up there.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I hit my spots.
Y'all go to the colleges.
Yeah, I go to different. I've gone to different colleges to go watch my games and shit. Like I said, I traveled down to Philly to go watch Giants and Eagles. You know what I mean? Get a ticket, go down there. Steelers back in, you know what I mean? Anything that was close. Buffalo.
How much is a basketball ticket for college? A college game?
Well, I was sitting probably about midsection. It's probably about $40-$50.
What's an NBA game cost for that same seat?
Shit, about $200-$300.
I can't see it, bro. I could never do it, man.
Yeah, like on some real shit, Reno, I'm done going to sporting events because I understand that I'm much more comfortable at home watching this shit, and rather than spending half a grip, you know what I mean? Just going out and
it's the same thing for movies in the movie theater.
Yeah, I don't go to movie theaters no more, man.
Because now, like, you got to think. Back in the day, a TV was square. It was a square little box. You know what I mean? It had a bubble. You know what I mean? It was very different than going to the movies. Nowadays, we got big panoramic flat screens, 75 inches. You know what I mean? It's every bit. And then you can get the big surround sound speakers, and you can have a better fucking experience in your home theater than you could ever have in a movie theater.
That's right.
So
light up, drink up, eat up, whatever you want.
You know what I mean?
In your own theater.
You have wifey sitting on you. You know what I mean? You could just chill. Like it could be, why go to the movies? And it's the same thing with sporting events. Like now with the same thing, with the big giant flat screen, the speakers, the whole nine, you could have a better time at home watching the Super Bowl or whatever.
And not only that, you can pause it and then go do something else if you got
in
the movie theater. You get up if you got to go to the bathroom, right? You don't drink that whole 40 ounce drink.
Yeah,
soda, juice, whatever.
You missing parts of the movie.
You standing there like, fuck, I gotta go, but I don't want to miss this.
Mm-hmm.
Then you miss it. What you gonna do? You gonna watch it again, or you gonna wait for it on DVD? Now you waiting 3 months for 5 minutes.
Exactly. So. Yeah, it's a lot of, it's like, and with sporting events too. Now, especially with COVID and who wants to be at a fucking Super Bowl with 100,000 people bumping around you, coughing and breathing and shit.
And not only that, Reno, they just rescinded the mask mandate for the Super Bowl. So now all these motherfuckers gonna be in there, no mask, and it's the Super Bowl. Millions of people are coming from all over the world to watch this right here in California. You know what? Y'all can stay right over there, LA. Stay the fuck away from me. Do not come through Riverside. I don't even want to see y'all. You stay in LA, enjoy the Super Bowl and whatever. It's like the CNN, right? They showing the effect of what could possibly happen after the Super Bowl, and they had it like a pond, and it was just a rock drop into LA, and watch the ripple spread all across the country as everybody
because
goes
you've
back
got
home.
Tens of thousands of those people at the Super Bowl are from all over the country.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then guess what? After that Super Bowl, they going back to where they from, and that shit is spreading. So it's not like you can't even be like, well, fuck it, I ain't going. It don't matter because all them people are gonna congregate, which is gonna spread it around even more, and then they're gonna come back where you live at. John Wallace was a beast. I've been a Q's fan since Derek Coleman, Sherman Douglas,
number 44. John Wallace, D. Coleman, Sherman Douglas. Hey, real quick story, Corey. Like, I remember when Shaq first came into the league, and Derek Coleman was, he's established already, big man, power forward, part-time center, and Shaq came down, trying to post up, and he couldn't really move Coleman, so he tried to shoot a little hook shot, and Coleman kind of tipped it and blocked. They went down the other way. Coleman posted up Shaq. Man, he hit him with the spin, with the elbow, bodied him, two-hand bang on him, and he slapped Shaq on the ass and smiled at him, kept going up the court. I was like, damn, that's Shaq's introduction to the NBA right there. D. Coleman banged on him.
Damn. Shaq breaking glass boards and shit, backboards and shit.
Yeah. D. Coleman was his own beast.
It's certain shit that even if you're not a sports fan, you still gonna know about. So, I know certain shit, but it's impressive to me how guys know like every dude's like jersey number and like their stats and shit. Like I fuck with UFC and MMA, but I don't know that much about. I don't know as much as y'all know about sports, about football players or whatever. About UFC fighters or whatever. So I take my hat off to you.
You see your boy, right? He tore MCL and ACL.
Adesanya?
Ngannou.
Oh damn.
He did that shit in that fight. Yo, he tore his shit up in that fight, and he still kept going, bro.
And
they dirty. They dirty, Reno. You see, he didn't even want to put the belt on Ngannou. His dirty ass.
Yeah.
They trying to sue him, and UFC is just cruddy, yo. It's just terrible.
Yeah,
that's his last fight. He done with them.
Yep. And they're not the only game in town. It's other MMA. Now they're the biggest game. It's like they're the CGC.
Right.
But the CBCS is still dope. But I seen dudes ankle just foot just hanging and finish the fight. You know what I mean? Like still.
Yeah, man.
Them dudes be enduring some crazy shit.
That's that tough shit. Yeah, I remember going back to the Ken Shamrock in them days.
I was gonna say, you remember we used to have the VHS tapes that was passing around the hood, like the first joints, like the Shamrocks and all that.
I remember the first time I seen Shamrock, I'm like, yo, this dude is a tough.
I remember the Gracie when we first saw the Gracies. I was like, man, ain't nobody gonna beat Hoist Gracie ever. But take that gi off them, they didn't have it because most of their fight was based around using their gi as a weapon. Like they would use that shit to choke dudes out and shit. And once they took the gis away, that's when they started getting whooped because they didn't have that gi to grab onto. You start greasing dudes up and just be wearing some little spandex shorts. It ain't nothing to grab onto.
I know.
Yeah,
man. What about boxing? You follow boxing?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Somewhat.
I know one thing. I don't want to see no more Fury and Wilder. That's it, man. Please, that's enough.
Yeah, there's no need to keep doing that. Like every single one, I felt like Wilder was gonna win, and he just the fuck, bro? It's like he just crumbles under this dude, Tyson Fury.
There's no
Unclogged.
stamina. The stamina, like he done after a certain amount of rounds, and what's the name so big that he just leaned on him, kept leaning on him, bopping him upside the head, lean, bop, lean.
And Wilder is like he's got a knockout punch, dog, that it's unmatched in boxing. It's unmatched. Like it's definitely one of the top knockout punches in history. Like he's up there with Tyson and all of that. But for some reason, Tyson Fury, he don't get knocked out like that. Because see, people don't understand anatomy is the same, but it's different. Like some people have a quicker knockout reflex. Like the way you get knocked out is because your head turns so far and your body goes limp. It knocks you out because if it keeps going any farther, it's going to break your neck. And if you're tensing up, your neck can break. So it does it to protect you. That's why you get knocked out. And when they hit you in the jaw and it spins your head that way and turns it really hard, really fast, you just crumble. You just get knocked out. If they hit you right here in the chin, it pushes your jaw back, which jerks your neck like that, and that'll make you just fall asleep. Like you just fall asleep. You crumble to the ground. But people, different fighters have different, I guess you say, levels of the reflex, so their head can turn farther than others, or whatever it is, whatever the case may be. But just something about that man's neck, that man's head, and he's got a linky ass, odd sort of, the way he moves and stuff. It's not like a normal boxer, how you would, how a normal fighter would fight. It's very weird. It's very like unorthodox, and he's really linky and oddly built. He's shaped weird. You know what I mean? He stands weird.
Yeah.
He's just so, Wilder ain't been able to.
You know what else he do? You know what else he do? Like I've watched a lot of his fights, and he does like he square up with you, and he do that hesitate. He hesitate a couple times, and he had you looking at him, and you don't even see the damn punch coming because he doing the herky jerky, and you like, what the fuck is going on? And then you get hit.
He got a real herky jerky. You got a herky jerky way about him for sure. And so it's hard to sort of judge where his punches are coming from. Yeah. And it's hard to pinpoint where you're going to hit him at. You know what I mean? Like what made Mike Tyson the greatest fighter wasn't because he was the strongest or the biggest or the most powerful. It was his aim, his accuracy. He was able to put his fist where he wanted it every time. You think, like, most people don't understand, that's actually not easy. When a guy's in front of you and he's moving, he's ducking, he's blocking, for you to put your fist exactly where it needs to be with the power that it needs to come with is hard because it's a moving target. You're going and they're punching at you at the same time. And it's that Mike just had a natural ability to put that shit where he wanted it when he wanted it. And anybody can knock anybody out. Yeah. If you hit him at the right time in the right spot. And that was what Mike was able to do. Was his accuracy is unmatched. So it boils down to that with Wilder and Tyson. Wilder is a great fighter. I really thought he was gonna win every single time, even when Fury kept beating him. When he would come back, I was like, okay, now this time he gonna get him, because I keep thinking it's a fluke or whatever, because it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Hey, do y'all think Diggle will be a good Green Lantern if a show starts? I need to ask Stu about that, or Spade, because I don't even know. Where is Stu? Oh, he was coming. What you doing, dog?
You know what I used to like, Reno? When Mike would set him up, that body shot, and they gripe, he hit him in the body, they drop, and that uppercut would just come.
Right.
Body uppercut.
Right. And yeah, I mean, he took his legs from him, you know what I mean? Like, and that's another thing. Guys like Mike Tyson, they're not used to going the distance.
Yeah,
they're used to their knockout punch ending it quick. That's why Holyfield whooped Tyson, because he's a boxer. Yep. Tyson's a puncher. He's a fighter. Holyfield is a fucking boxer. He's a real technical, you know what I mean? He knows his game, and he just outboxed Tyson and
they're trying to chop it up again, Reno.
Yeah, I know. You know, they did
Holyfield and Tyson again.
They did it was like a what do you call it? It was a exhibition show.
Yeah, they want to do it again.
Multi, what's your new books this week?
New books this week.
Cook's trying to move it. He's like, y'all stop talking about fighting. Let's talk about
I got this week. I'm waiting on some other stuff.
Yeah.
Got a 9.8 Spectacular Spider-Man #1 Venom appearance on there.
I just sold my Scotty Young.
Just got that in. This is the book of the week.
I just got this Dark Hulk.
Ooh, look at that. Dark Hulk.
Yeah. It's Doctor Strange and Namor versus the Dark Hulk.
Nice.
I said, let me check it out. So I ain't checked it out yet, but
let's see what else. Any other books of the week? What else did we get? Anything? Nothing new, really. I got shipments coming, Cooks. Should be here like Friday or Saturday.
Cooks, I know you gonna love this, bro. I know you're gonna love this.
TMNT.
That's the last Ronin. Last Ronin. And speaking of this too, you see that name right there. Ooh, there it is.
Jiang.
That's right. So this is a John Jang. Man, that shit is dope. That's
yeah, that's fire.
That's one of my joints. And nice. I know Cooks love he loved this too, man. Ronin is easily, in my opinion, man, it's the best TMNT story, hands down. But John Jang, so the guy that did this and that whole row right there, this whole row of comics right there, those are all John Jang covers.
Nice.
So he'll be on the show. He's gonna be up here talking with us on February 7th. So y'all,
that's dope. That's dope. And you got a bunch of his shit too. That's gonna be a nice show.
Yes, sir.
They tend to like that, you know.
Yeah. It is 2. It's 2. Yeah, I think this one's 2.
I'm gonna show you this Ronin that I'm working on. It's on the game though. I'm trying to get them, you know what I mean, like top 500.
Yep, that's what it is. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the covers I got.
It's a 4 series or
Cooks, did 5 drop? I guess 5 ain't came out yet. I don't know if there is gonna be a 5 because I haven't read 4 yet. I haven't gotten that far. Let me see if there's a 5 coming up. Man, I want another Jang though.
I'll show you this dude. Get my boy weight up.
Oh, there. Oh. Yo, damn, I wonder if y'all can see this. Let me blow up the screen. This is John Jang's let me tell you what issue. Get out the jeweler's loop. Well, damn.
You got the jeweler's loop. Yo. Yeah, I see it. Let me see. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of bad, but anyway, it's like a samurai. It's like a turtle in a samurai suit, but doesn't really show up. Can't really see it that well. But that's dope. He did another cover. So yeah, I'll definitely be trying to grab that. But yeah, when Jane comes on the show, man, it would be. You know, it sucks that we don't have like a studio.
Look at your boy.
Hold on. Ronin. Nice. That's
Hawkeye.
Avengers. What game is this?
This is Marvel Future Fight.
That's the phone or like the mobile game?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope, Reno.
Yeah, it's dope. I know.
And look, even if you don't play, like say you download it, right? Even if you don't play,
yeah, I played
just log in every day, bro, and you
get your points. Yeah,
gifts and all types of shit, and then you use it later time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've logged in every day for 5 years straight, bro.
5 years? Damn.
Yep.
I didn't know shit was out for 5 years.
Oh yeah. You got some big dogs up here.
Yeah, look, hell yeah.
Look at that real quick. They got
5 drops next month. Let me see. What, that's the characters they got?
Yeah, this is just the top rows, they tier 3. That's the highest you can take the characters.
Okay.
And the top row is the most powerful. You see Sentry and Jean and Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool number 3.
Cable up there, Moon Knight on the second row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I played it probably, I think it probably was like 2019. Last time I played it. But yeah, I did play it. It was dope.
Just something to pass the time sometimes, you know. And
I know.
Anything Marvel, comic books, you know me. You know how we do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like it was always just something I just had there on the phone, but
yep. Every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Man, Stu said he was having network issues.
Oh boy. It's the dog. The dog messed up the network.
Somebody, somebody did like they cut the line in his neighborhood. Somebody cut the line by, I don't know if it was a mistake or what, who cut it.
Wow.
I forget exactly how that went down, but yeah. I know Cooks love Last Ronin. It is dope.
Imagine somebody doing a whatnot or some stream and they cut the line, yo. Come on, yo.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we were live when it happened too. When he first got shut off. But what he said was that it ain't never been the same since. He's like, they were supposed to have repaired it. They say they repaired it, but it ain't been the same.
Damn. They might have just taped it back together, some bullshit ass job. I mean, not literally taped, but they did some patchwork instead of just
Band-Aid on it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They Band-Aided it.
Mm-hmm. They say, "Oh, them people don't need all that Wi-Fi anyway."
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and get into something new to collect though, like far as new series. I'm trying to think, man. I got the Hawkeyes. I'm collecting them, all them Hawkeyes, different variants and shit.
There's a new Black Panther that came out yesterday, issue 3, that's supposed to have it's a big key issue. Like they're comparing it to Ultimate Fallout 4. Like they're comparing it to the first appearance of Miles Morales. They're saying it's going to be on that level.
So this is Black Panther 3?
Black Panther issue 3, Legacy number 200. So it's the 200th issue, but it's issue 3 of this one. But yeah, Cooks is right. Devil's Reign is dope. Devil's Reign is the dope new series.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump on that other one, what you just said. I like that. That Black Panther. Yeah. I just told the start of Devil's Reign to Fat T. That's what that 25 was. Daredevil 25. That's basically the start of Devil's Reign.
That's what that is?
Yep. The start of Devil's Reign, and in the first appearance of Elektra as Daredevil. That's the variant of 25. That's 25.
This is the second printing.
Yeah.
Second printing.
That's that fire right there, Reno.
Yeah. But watch this though.
Uh-oh.
Watch this though. Bam.
Woo.
That's the variant of 25.
There you go.
That bitch is bad.
There you go. That should look crispy.
Yeah, it's in the Mylar. Got it in the Mylar. Crispy.
Oh, look at that. Matt looking tough right there, boy.
Yeah, I'm about to throw this up here right now. What's going on the wall?
That's what I would like to see. Daredevil and Deathstroke fight.
Daredevil and Deathstroke?
Yeah.
What about Deadpool and Deathstroke? Wade Wilson and Slade Wilson.
I mean, that's a lot of work, you know, because Wade can't die.
Well, I mean, yeah, their powers aren't exactly matched up anymore. But if you go old school Deadpool, then they can fight.
Yeah. Two mercs after each other. That'd be dope.
Right.
Mark Spector.
Moon Knight.
That's right. Who said that? Who said that? Stu or you? That Punisher and Moon Knight was talking one time and he said, how's your fake god? And he said, how's your dead family?
Punisher and Moon Knight?
And he told him how you still how's your fake god? And Moon Knight looked at him and was like, how's your dead family?
That's crazy.
That is.
Yeah, new Hulk's out on the way. Yeah. Connected series. Yep, OG. Yeah, Radiant Black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know you got that raw. Yo, Vigilante Williamson, what's good? Did they battle? They did a death battle with Deadpool and Deathstroke. Okay. Vigilante, what's up, man? Yeah, shout out Vigilante Williamson. Go check out his YouTube channel, y'all. He's been on this show before. But yeah, I figured they would have, and I was surprised if they didn't, but yeah, so there you go. Deathstroke and Deadpool. It's obvious, like, come on. They're those are the two DC and Marvel. That's the DC and Marvel characters that I think are the most closely alike.
You know, it's crazy. Like on the game I'm playing, the Future Fight, Deadpool is so OP, yo. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's like, even with Gene or any of them I'm fighting sometimes, you hit the right buttons with Deadpool, he'll just beat anybody. It's like really crazy. He be joking. He be doing all types of crazy shit. And I'm like, yo, they got him down pat, yo.
Or he's just OP, huh?
Too OP. Smacking Thanos around. I'm like, damn. Like, if I gotta beat any of these bosses on any game, on this game, I know I can beat any of them with Deadpool. Everybody else, I gotta think about it, you know?
Well, is that because you have Deadpool powered up?
I mean, my Deadpool is ranked what in the world? Let me see. He is 293,000th in the world. He's nothing. And he's still just insane.
293,000th
in the world.
What is Deadpool?
My Deadpool.
Oh, you're okay, as compared to other people that have that character.
Right.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you can imagine how OP he is for the other people.
I was gonna say, imagine how the top, top few are.
My top dog is Bishop.
Yeah.
He's ranked 108th in the world.
Wow. Impressive. Most
I was
impressive.
playing the other day, and Phoenix go tier 3, whatever. So she do the big Phoenix Bloom, and it's like a big fire, ball, a whole map. And I seen she was about to do it, and I hit my 5 button. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different attacks, and I hit 5, and that's his absorb redirect. And Reno, she hit her tier 3, her most powerful move, and Bishop sucked that fucking shit in and dished it right back to
it back. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, we were talking about Bishop today, man. Me and my son. About Method Man.
I hope he gets to play him, bro.
I do. I really do. Cause he's putting a lot of work in, bro. His fucking arms look like fucking thighs, bro. He's huge. Method's huge, bro.
And not only that, Reno, but this will open the door for more rappers into the comic world, into the MCU, shit like that. You know what I
mean? Yeah. And because there's a lot of rappers that have been that are seasoned actors now. I mean, Method Man, he's a seasoned actor, bro. He's done a lot of movies, shows, had his own shows, his own movies.
Power Book 2. You know what I mean? There's all types of shit,
Yeah, and he's killing it, He
that was just recent.
Yeah. He would definitely do a good Bishop, no question. And you see, he's pushing for it. He's lobbying for it. He's really trying to get that role. Like he's throwing little messages to Kevin Feige and all of that, bro. He's trying to get that role.
What other rappers have been in MCU? We know will.i.am, right?
Yeah.
Who else? I don't know. Because who was that dude in the Wolverine? Who was he again? Man, I'm about to look it up because I don't even see him in MCU.
Who?
will.i.am's character in.
Oh, he was in Wolverine Origins, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yeah.
So let me see. He was.
You mean who did he play?
Right, John Wraith. So who the fuck is John Wraith in
Wraith? Yeah. He's well, he's not. I mean, in Marvel Comics, he's a like a X-Force character, I think.
Oh, that's Wraith from X-Force.
Right.
Oh, I get it. I get it now. I get it. Because they kept calling him John. And I was like, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. He
that's interesting. The Wraith.
Also known as Kestrel.
That's Cable's little clique, right?
Yeah.
G Washington and all of them, right? Yeah.
Like Shatterstar and them. But he was
Do you know Shatterstar and Longshot? They weigh nothing, basically. That's why they move so fast. Their bones are hollow like birds.
Oh, yeah. Yep, because they're aliens.
I always thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see what else we
got. All right. John Wraith, Marvel Earth 616. Wraith was a part of the Team X, along with Wolverine, Sabretooth, Maverick, Mastodon, and Silver Fox. Wraith was a powerful teleporter capable of getting the team out of sticky situations after their job was finished. He had a penchant for explosives, arming himself with shaped charges, explosives that were built to direct the force of their blast in specific directions based on how they're deployed. Like the other members of Team X, he was given an artificial age suppressant, so he was, in all probability, much older than he looked. His time as a secret agent and a member of Weapon X program left John somewhat paranoid. His house was a veritable death trap, and so was the yard around it. John trusted no one. He made a habit of keeping his skill a secret from his compatriots as well as his foes, using it only sparingly and if no one was looking directly at him, unless it was absolutely vital. The first time his fellow Team X members found out about his powers was when they went up against Omega Red. John was a backup on that mission, which Wolverine, Maverick, and Sabretooth ran in Germany to collect a carbonadium synthesizer, and when that trio burst out of the target compound with Red in pursuit, John stalled him with his gun until the others got away. Unfazed, Omega went to wrap John up and tear him to pieces, but John teleported to safety at the last second, with only Wolverine and Omega Red seeing this. Nice. There was also a certain animosity between him and Sabretooth. He was about as violent as his fellows from the Weapon X program, but a lot more merciful and did not enjoy killing innocents while on a mission, which put him at odds with people like Sabretooth. Sabretooth once languished for quite a time in John's basement with several shape charges strapped to his chest. Unless he had a really good reason to, Sabretooth would not lift a finger to help John. Years later, John tracked Wolverine and the rest of his old teammates down because it seemed that there was a problem with the age suppression factors given to them by Weapon X and one of their number, Mastodon, who suddenly aged quite rapidly and been reduced into a pile of ooze. With their help, John discovered a list of termination candidates from the Weapon X project. They recognized themselves on the list, plus a man named Aldo Ferro, which they knew was a big-time mafia boss. To Topo Siciliano. They tracked Ferro to his secluded island where they discovered Maverick guarding him. Maverick soon changed sides when Ferro, aka Cyborg, revealed that he was the one who used his psi powers to speed the false memory implantation of the Weapon X subjects. After the fiasco, John hung out with Wolverine for a month or two, but then vanished. When Omega Red began hunting down Maverick to locate the carbonadium synthesizer, Wraith intervened on behalf of his old buddy North. He ran interference for Maverick and Elena Ivana, getting Canadian Secret Service involved in the struggle against Omega Red. Wraith was later recruited into Weapon X by the director, and his mission was to recruit Maverick as well. However, Maverick fought back, and Wraith was shot and then gutted by his partner Sabretooth, who had his own plans for Weapon X. Wraith was left for dead, but managed to survive, later becoming a preacher. However, he did not survive an encounter with Wolverine while Logan's body was possessed by Helverine. His body was later retrieved by Contagion in order to study it and experiment on it.
Shit.
That's a hell of a dope story, man. I love...
Damn, Wraith.
I love Weapon X, bro.
You know what's crazy? Like, when you think back to the movie now, he was very paranoid. He was always worried about Sabretooth also.
Yeah.
He you know what I mean? He knew Sabretooth would be coming for him one day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just like Liev Schreiber, he did come for all of them.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And Helverine, I never even heard about Helverine.
What the hell is Helverine?
Helverine was an unnamed powerful demon from hell who approached Roger, a man who hated Wolverine and who was blaming him for the death of his wife and their firstborn child. The demon then told Roger that if he would join the criminal organization known as the Red Right Hand, the demon would help him get his revenge. Roger agreed and joined the criminal organization, now a member of the Red Right Hand. Roger and the members of the Red Right Hand sacrificed a man and a woman in order to invoke the demon once again. The demon appeared in the form of a snake and killed the two human sacrifices. The demon then told them that it would help them get their revenge for a price.
Wow.
Wolverine unleashed. Later on, thanks to Mystique's help, Wolverine was lured inside a van where the leader of the Red Right Hand, the founder, used another human sacrifice and incantation to have Wolverine took over Wolverine's body while his soul was dragged to hell by a group of demons. Wolverine was then tasked with killing and torturing Wolverine's closest friends and offspring, as well as his current girlfriend, Melita Garner. Man.
Is that in the comic? Wolverine?
Oh, yeah.
Need to find that.
It's in Wolverine Volume 4, Number 1, September 2010.
Volume 4, Number 1.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to hunt that shit down because
sure.
That shit sound crazy.
Yeah, dog. That shit sound real dope. Like, um, his first target, Wolverine's first target, was John Wraith, who was working as a pastor and had just met with Wolverine. He attacked Wraith by covering his body with various bugs and insects and then stabbed him through the chest. Wolverine then traveled to Wraith's church and sprayed an unknown acid all over the building and then set the building aflame, burning it down with his congregation inside.
Wow.
After Mystique learned that Daken and Red Right Hand intended to trick Wolverine into killing his own children after he escaped from hell, she decided to betray them. The Red Right Hand then tasked Daken to kill Mystique, but he refused as he had other plans in mind for her. He decided to invite her to dinner instead, but during the dinner, Wolverine appeared ready to kill Mystique for her betrayal. Daken tried to reason with the demon, but Wolverine burned him to a crisp. Wolverine then faced Mystique and easily defeated her, but Mystique was able to escape thanks to the intervention of the police and believed that Daken was dead. And but known to her, it was all a setup, as Wolverine had other plans in mind for Daken and allowed him to live, while Daken used his opportunity to disappear, making the world believe he was dead, while letting the Red Right Hand finish their revenge against his father. Wolverine next traveled to Japan to attack Logan's former lover Yukio and adopted daughter Emiko. Melita Garner called Yukio to warn her that something wasn't right with Logan and to be careful, but it was too late as Wolverine has already traveled to Japan, attacked Yukio and Miko. Wolverine stabbed Yukio and was about to kill Emiko, but Yukio used her last forces to save her. The duo then jumped through a window to escape the brutal attack. Undeterred by his failure to murder Emiko and Yukio, he decided to travel to Utopia, wearing Wolverine's uniform, and snuck into the island. He encountered Logan's clone, X-23, who recognized that something wasn't right with Logan and avoided him. He continued to pursue her and haunt her dreams, attempting to tempt or coerce her into serving him as the leader of his armies by claiming she lacked a soul because she was a clone, and expressing pride in her skills as a killer. He failed, however, when Laura refused and defeated him with the aid of what appears to be the Enigma Force, throwing off his influence for good. Yeah, so this, I mean, Utopia was a dope story. Yeah, I love, man, anything X-Men, anything mutant related. I'm all into it. That's the best shit for me. Raising Dion season 2 dropping this year.
Oh, that's Michael B. Jordan shit, right?
Who's Raising Dion?
You ain't know about that? That's the the black kid, the mother, single mother raising a child, and he has powers, and she's just like trying to develop them and you know, train them and stuff like that. You know, he's like what, 6, 7, some shit like that.
I never heard of it.
My wife watched. She said it was pretty good. And Michael B.
Jordan came out.
Yeah, this season 1 is already done. This is Michael B. Jordan vehicle. I believe, as far as producing, directing, shit like that. And he was in it. He was the father that died.
And it's a Netflix show, huh?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. No, I never seen that, Cooks. Good looking out. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael. So yeah, and it is based on a comic book.
Like, you know, it reminds me of, you know, again, of like the Brightburn and shit, but this is another good way that, you know what I mean? Raising a super child.
Yeah. Is it all positive and good and happy-go-lucky show?
I mean, I haven't. My wife tells me about it, you know, so I want to sit down and look at it, but she's watched the whole season, and she said, you know, it's you know, it's real life. It's, you know, the powers are not the main thing in the story. You know what I mean? Like, it's a black woman raising a child, you know,
right.
And you see a lot, you know, normalcy, but you have the superheroes, you know, the power control issues, you know, that rise up from time to time.
Right.
Yes, no.
So I guess Stu never got his network back on. He just called me. He was like, I'm coming. But I guess he never got his joint fixed. I know he had to go to work at like 7:30, so
Yeah,
he probably ain't coming.
he's probably not gonna come.
Yeah, he's probably not able to get in.
Wait, you watched the Brightburn, right, Reno? Yeah.
Reno. Oh hell yeah, Brightburn was the shit. I loved Brightburn, dude. I was like, yes, they need to.
What
Like,
would you have done? Like,
if I was who?
like, would you have? It's
If I was his parent,
yeah.
what can you do?
I mean, you can't go shoot him in the head, man.
Nah. I mean, what can you
You
do?
asking for it, right?
Yeah, that was just dumb. Like that was just dumb. Yeah, sometimes it's people just do dumb shit. That was dumb. You should have known better.
I'd have been like, you know what? I see the path you taking. You know what I mean? We can't do nothing to stop you, bro.
I don't remember, was it, did it, I mean, did it have anything to do with how they raised him? Because I
It was
thought the premise was that what if Superman landed and his parents weren't the Kents, they weren't good people.
no, they were good people. They were
Okay.
excellent parents. It was he had underlying programming from wherever he came from. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing they could do. You know, conquer the world. That's what
yeah.
they told him. That's what
No,
his
yeah.
programming told him.
There's a character also in comics that it's a hero, but he was the same thing. He was sent, but he got hit on the head or something, and it made him not follow through with his programming. Who is that character? Somebody that is a super. It's a famous. It's a popular character, big character. Well, anyway, there's characters like the Viltrumites, from Invincible.
Yeah,
like that was they were supposed to.
Man, they need to drop season 2, man. Let's go.
I'm saying,
come on.
I guess that's the thing with animated. It takes a long time. It's not, you know what I mean? It takes a long time to make those animated shows.
Listen, they got done with season 1. Y'all take a fucking 6-week vacation, right? Get the fuck back to this.
Well, we don't know how long it took them to make season 1. That's the thing, because we weren't like waiting for it. So now we got to wait for them to make season 2.
It was one of the most brutal cartoons I've ever seen, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, it was, that was groundbreaking.
When Omni-Man, you know what I mean? When he took out the
Justice League, the fake Justice League.
Wow, yo, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, and that's nothing.
Spin chick head backwards, like nah.
That's nothing compared to the comic. The comic is way more brutal.
And then you see how they brought the Eternity Man, whatever his name, brought him back again, only for him to get killed again. Yo, that shit is
crazy. And how about beating his son to a bloody pulp?
Real.
Like, whoa, fam, like that's your son. Like, I know, I guess I know you feel like he can take it, but how do you do that to your kid? I don't know.
Well,
that's why I lost all respect for him at that point.
Very, very bad man.
A horrible man.
He is.
In the comic, the comic's great. The comic really, like, I can't wait for season 2 and 3 because I know where they're gonna go. Like what the comic does, it's dope. The other Viltrumites come looking for him and shit, and they're like, "Yo, why didn't you do what you were supposed to do?" And and then he takes off and he goes and marries. He goes and what he did on Earth, got a wife and raised a kid, and then he goes to another planet and does the same thing with these praying mantis looking creatures.
Right.
So he marries one of the mantis bug creatures, has a kid with it, and tries to do the whole thing over. They find him, and he just whoops their ass. Like, but it goes deep. Like they go, the story unfolds with so many more characters.
He's the ultimate Viltrumite?
No, not even. Not even. And I haven't read the whole comic series or anything.
I haven't
but
read any of them. Never.
They're dope. They're dope. I've sold most of them. I think I have like a handful left. A couple
Oh yeah,
of them.
I see the slab selling for over $100 any number. You know what I mean? When I be looking at the auctions, it don't even matter what number it is. It'd be $100 and up. Mm-hmm. And they'll start it at $1. It go right to 100 something easy.
Whatnot, yeah. But I mean, you can get a issue number 1, for pretty cheap. If you get like a reprint,
right?
But yeah, the original one,
it's like thousands, right?
I think it's about 1,000. I mean, I know the I think it's this. Let's see. Let me look it up. Larry's Wonderful World of Comics limited edition number 1. Okay, so it's $500 for a 9.8 slabbed up.
Damn.
Number 1. But that's just that cover. I mean, there's other covers. There's a Tyler Kirkham trade dress that's insane with your boy all bloodied and bashed on the front.
Yeah.
And that's just like that's $350.
And you know what, Reno? And back in the day, I seen these Invincibles. I seen the ones, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I was like, oh, another superhero that I had no interest. I didn't even look at it.
Nope. If you go back in time, huh? Get like fucking order 500 copies of ASM 300. You know what I mean? And
something is killing the children. And all of them. Grab all of them. Fucking, but I'd love to go back before that, get the Hulk 181s and New Mutants 98s and 87. Those are the 3 books I want the most. Hulk 181, New Mutants 98, and New Mutants 97. First appearance of Cable, Deadpool, and Wolverine.
Yeah, they sold the 98 slab 9.6 the other night. I'm trying to think how much it was. I think it was going crazy. It was at $300. It was like 4 dudes bidding against each other. I was watching this shit. It was going crazy. Dude was like, I've never seen people jump 50 at a time, and they was just, you know what I mean? Outbidding each other.
A 9.8 is $2,500.
They had a 9.6, 9 something like that.
A 9.4 is 1,000.
Yeah, I think it went. Well,
actually, you can get one for like $650.
Yeah, I think it went like almost $400.
8.5 is $495. It's crazy. It never was that bad before. But here's one, $1,200 raw.
Raw, damn, bro.
$1,200
raw. Asking $1,200 raw,
and then or you can get a 9.4 slabbed up for $1,299. Shit, you can get a 9.4 slabbed up. I just found one for $645. Now that's a deal.
See,
that's
now,
a deal though.
Motherfucker asking $1,200 for a raw, you know you're doing too much, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's foul.
You just really on the trend and thinking that somebody gonna bite on that. That's atrocious that people do that.
But there's all kind of price range. Like here's a 9.6 for $850. 9.2 for $750. 9.4 for $750. 9.4 for $6. So
we can say that is a book that people are gonna pay. It doesn't even matter at times. They just want it.
Yes. Hulk 181 though, you're looking at $5,000 for a 7.0. A fucking German variant, the German version in German is $4,000 for a 9.8. For the German
cover looks so cool, don't it?
It does.
When you look at the word, like the lettering and shit, I always like every time I see the German cover of that, I'll be like, yo, that's so dope.
Yeah. It's
it almost looks like English when you're not paying attention. Then you kind of look at it, and you're like, "Whoa."
Yeah, because Wolverine and Hulk and Incredible are spelled the same. Marvel Comics
Mm-hmm.
Group is all in English.
Yep.
Incredible Hulk is in English. But then it says und jetzt Wolverine. Ist der erste und magischti kanodisch. We got to get Jimmy on here to translate.
I know. He'll
Where
read
did
that.
it come
He'll
from?
let him wrap the book to us and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, this shit. Wow. This motherfucker signed by Stan Lee.
I can imagine.
But, you know, the comic industry, man, it's crazy. Like the prices of these books, how they've gone.
I have that. Fuck it.
It's crazy.
Both stories, 180, 181. Fuck it. Might as well.
Oh, yeah. 180 through 182.
Might as well slap it, right? Fuck it. That's a good copy, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the closest I'm going to get to that bitch. You know what I mean? So there it is.
Wait, let me see it.
I said that's the closest I'm going to get to it, to those books.
Right. Oh, that's the hardcover? Yeah. Or like a graphic novel version? Trade paper? Yep. Yep. This is the closest I'm gonna get to it.
Let me see. That's the German, or what's that?
That's the original. That's the regular.
Nice.
That's the American.
Nice.
See how that glare covers up the $3.99 price tag?
It's all good. It's all good.
It is. See, $3.99. But no, it's the facsimile. But this is $80. This is $80 book for the fucking facsimile. For the fucking facsimile is $80.
See, it makes me wonder how much the one I got. If I slab it, how much I could get for it?
That graphic novel.
Mm-hmm.
Do they slab those?
I don't even know.
I don't think they do. I don't think they slab graphic novels, but if they do,
they slab freaking cards. I don't see why they
wouldn't. They slab cards, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I wonder, like, if you send a book to CGC or the other one, right, and you have a comic and you have a card of the comic, will they put it in the CGC?
Well, you mean like if like
I got that Thanos book, right? And I got the exact with Jim Sterling and all of them, and I got the exact card.
You mean like this, and then they have the card that came with it?
Well, is that the cover on that card?
No. This is the card that came when this was in the poly bag sealed. It came with a card in it, and that's the card.
No, I'm talking about like an exact card of the cover.
Oh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about with the CGC. What do you mean? Would they like, slap?
Would they put it in there with it if I sent it? Like if I sent the book in a card, right?
Nah.
They're not gonna put the card in there with the slab?
No, they won't put nothing in there with it. Even if you can even send them a book that's still sealed in the poly bag and they won't slab it. They'll take it out the poly bag. Yeah, all they slab is a raw comic.
Yeah. I got my list. CGC list. I just want to maximize the shipping, you know?
Yeah.
Thinking maybe 15 books to start.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
Quick 15 and then
yeah, the first and only time I've sent books to be slabbed, I sent 15. I put 15, packaged them the way they said to package them.
Mm-hmm.
shipped them over there. They slabbed all 15 of them and sent them back probably within a month. I sent them off and got them back within a month.
Nice.
And then the quarantine happened and shit just went crazy. And now you can't get a book back in fucking 6 months.
That's craziness.
It's nuts. Well, hopefully Jay-Z's investment will help us out.
What investment is that, Reno?
Well, Jay-Z invested in CGC.
Really?
Oh yeah, big time. Well, he's part of a company that invested in CGC, one of his companies, or a company that he's a shareholder in, something like that. And they invested in partnering with CGC, which is going to have them open up a new location, hire more people, the whole nine, and that will get things back.
Where will the new location be? Because they already got East Coast on Florida.
Yeah, it's in Sarasota, Florida, a city that I lived in for hella years.
They need to bring one out here on the West Coast.
It's in Sarasota, Florida. That's so crazy to me. I lived there as a kid. But yeah, they should put one out in Cali, one in Florida, one in Cali. Yeah. And then boom, it'll be butter. Then all the West Coast people could keep their shit over there and stop sending them over here and fucking up our CD. No. But yeah, it'd be even doper if they put one in Cali, one in like Chicago, and one in Florida.
Exactly.
Be even doper.
You know him. You know what he's gonna do. One in New York. What he's gonna do, right? He's gonna put it in New York. He's gonna put one in New York.
Yeah. And it's like, come on, why do that? Why put one in New York, one in Florida?
You know what I mean, bro? You just bought a home. You just bought a new home in LA. Put the damn thing out in LA.
Word.
Or somewhere.
But I know the company that invested in them. I don't know if they're gonna have any sort of say so or whatnot. I know Jay-Z doesn't have any say so in the matter. He's just in the news story because he is a shareholder in the company that bought CGC. They didn't buy CGC. I think they partnered with them. They invested with them. They went in with them.
Part ownership, then something like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they usually do when they, influx some cash like that, because that's exactly what the deal is. Cash infusion to create a better product and shit. So.
Yeah. It's called Blackthorn. I think it's called Black. It's Black something.
Blackthorn.
No, that's a battleship. Blackstone, it's called. Blackstone. Jay-Z Blackstone acquires CGC parent certified. They acquired it. It was a sale of a majority stake in the CGC. The market leader in grading comics, and their parent company CGC to a group of investors led by Blackstone Technical Opportunities. The CGC's leadership team will remain in place. Blackstone is an investment firm with $649 billion in assets under management. CGC is a sponsor of Bleeding Cool, Certified Collectibles Group, and Blackstone. Jay-Z and Blackstone acquire Certified Collectibles Group. Certainly and deservedly, the Golden Collectors Universe News reported here. No, sorry. Blackstone is one of the world's leading investment firms, blah, blah, blah. Most viewed the deal as being a big group of outside investors who will now raise prices to reach profitability, while others viewed the deal as being sports motivated and are now worrying that comics could be adversely affected by any potential policy or pricing changes by CGC. Others worried that outside investment into space is an indication of a bubble. Some professionals in the market saw it as continued validation for the collector market. I see these moves as a positive sign that the collectibles market continues to be red hot. It feels like every few weeks there's breaking news about a new company or investment group entering the collectibles market. All of it hopefully results in more exposure and an overall rise in value of the comic market as a whole. To collectors and investors who've had trepidations about the sale, the beautiful thing is you have options. Like CBCS, owned by Beckett Media, has been narrowing the gap in secondary market value and market share over the last several months, and provides a clear choice as an alternative to CGC.
That's right. And they're not wrong, Reno, because you think about it, them partnering with them like that is they're just giving a reason to raise the prices. They say, we're of a higher standard now.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna help keep prices small, because see, with the crazy influx of collectors, it's put a huge strain and stress on CGC. So they already raised prices before Black Stone got involved, because they had so much work that they could barely handle, and so they felt if we raise the prices, it'll stop people sending us fucking stupid, useless books. Like people will send any fucking book, and it's like they're like, damn, we're bogged down. Like, just keep it to the keys, or the important books, or the books that make sense to get a fucking slab on, instead of just your favorite
slabbing Heathcliff 22 and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Like, come on. And so they felt like raising the prices might slow down all of that shit and make people make more smarter decisions on what to send in. So CGC raised the prices because of that. This investor making CGC now have a new location will help them be able to handle the influx of comics, and they won't have to raise prices to deal with that. They'll just be able to do a cheaper price, faster turnaround. Woo. Love the rants. Yeah, rants are fun.
Yeah,
but I think it's a good thing. I think that it can only help. Yeah, I think so.
And because it can't be that hard to get a new facility open,
right? And train new people. Like there's tons of people that want the job. Can you imagine, dude?
I'll go take that job.
Cream dream. Yes,
I would take that job immediately.
I love that job, B. Imagine that's your job, is you fuck with fucking Amazing Fantasy 15s and action comic #1s and all kinds of shit. First appearances of Batman, Detective Comics. Like, imagine the stuff that they get to touch and see. Everything.
I would love
everything.
Yep.
They literally get to touch every comic, every great comic. They've touched it.
That would be dope.
Think about it.
I'll be singing going to work every day, like, woo, here we go, let's go. And it gotta be it gotta be personal perks for you working there. I'm bringing my books to work. Hey, look, hey Tim, I'm gonna do this 8 hours over here. Tim, I got these books right here.
Yeah.
Can you do this for me? Thank you.
You got, because they gotta have integrity. Like, you got to pass a rigorous background check, because you're dealing with $1 million books sometimes. And like you said, a crook could come in there. You might just have the cover of Amazing Fantasy 15, and you wrap that shit around Heathcliff 22 and slab it and act like you got a 9.8 Amazing Fantasy 15. Crooks would be doing that shit all the time. It's crooks already doing shit. Like, they make fake slabs and shit, so you got to be careful. Like, I know people that before they buy a slab, they check to make sure it's real, because it's a lot of
reference number. Yeah,
they'll put new ticks, new tags in there with different. I've seen them put 9/8s on top of 9/6s and all kinds of shit. They put a new sticker on it.
That's crazy.
And you're doubling your money, tripling your money just by putting a new little sticker on there, bro. And
so they be cracking slab, or they just Like, are you able to buy slabs and then like put them in yourself? Like, how would they do that? They reseal them and shit?
I don't know how they do it, but I know they do it. But no, you can't just go buy no slab. Like that's CGC proprietary materials.
Mm-hmm.
Like even CBCS has a completely different slab. It's totally different. What up, Stu? Yeah. What happened? Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. Okay. That's what's up, man. Be safe. All right, one.
He going to work?
Yeah. He had to. He said he was just getting ready to get back on, and they hit him up to go pick up his car. So he had to walk down the road and pick up his car from the shop down the road. You know, remember, dude tried to sell you a crappy graded books. Yeah.
Oh God, that fucking guy.
But you know, they weren't graded. They were just. He was saying like he was like he would like show you the book and he'd be like, "Oh, bro, it's a 9.9 or a 10." He's like, "All my books are 10s and 9.9s," and I'm like, "You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about." Like they don't make a. You know how hard? First of all, a 10. The only way you're getting a 10 is if the publisher, the printer, specifically made this one and gave it to CGC directly to be slabbed. Because once they even ship it through Diamond and get it to the store, it's going to have imperfections, minor shit that, you know, will make it a 9.8 or even a 9.9. Like, you know, sometimes when you buy your book at the LCS, the corner has like a weird little chip on it, like a little cut. That's, you know, that has to do with something to do with the printing and the cutting, and like even when they cut the pages. So
and sometimes it's not even your fault. It's just how it comes sometimes, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like you can buy a book straight from the like even a comic book store. What I'm saying is when a comic book store gets their order from Diamond Comics, they take that comic out, they're not going to get a 10. Right straight out from the publisher, like direct. Like the only way you're getting a 10 is if the publisher literally sends it directly to the CGC.
That's some shit at like you get a book from a publisher at a con and the CGC at the next table. You just go right there and boom boom. You know, that's the only way you could probably get one.
Nah, no, you can't, because no, not even at the con. I'm talking about at the printing, the place where they print the book. Like the place where they print then make the book itself. Like they have to make it, and then instead of putting it in a stack to be shipped, they take that individual comic, immediately seal it, you know, put it in a bagging board, whatever they do with it, and they give it directly to CGC. Maybe they hand deliver it, whatever. That's how they get 10s. 10s come directly from the publisher. Like you can't.
I saw a 10. What was it? I forget. It was something Marvel, but it was a 10.0.
Yeah, there's 10s out there. There's plenty of them out there, but that's where they come from. They come from like directly from the publisher.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very rare in the world.
Very rare, very rare.
9.8 is good for me, man.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's what most people, you know, they consider that's the best. 9.8's the best. 9.8 is the best. When you see 9.8, that's the best. That's all you got to worry about. Nobody shoots for 10s and 9.9s. But yeah, that dude, he was telling me they were 9.9s and 10s. And so I thought, okay, he just doesn't know what he's talking about, but they're probably 9.6s, 9.8s. And they came and they were like 7s, fucking 6s, like just chewed up, just shit down the spine, just fucked up. And we put him on blast, bro. He did it. He was doing it to a lot of people. Like a lot of people. My boy Spade, he got Dad and Daughter comics. So yeah, he was getting a lot of people. We put him on blast, and for the most part, Hood Rat was good.
What up, Hood Rat? Yeah, he hit me up the other day, tagging me in some posts. You know how people have posts and like, you know, giveaways and shit, and tag 3 people. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I look, I'm like, damn, this
in the Hood Rat's in the house. Menace to society.
I had to put him on restrict, man. Get out of here, bro. Stop talking to me.
Yeah, bro. Nah, bro. We not fucking with that.
You know what I mean? Because for you to come in chats and talk about you just screaming in the chat how people prices is this and that. I'm like, who is this clown in this chat?
Yeah, bro. Come on, man.
Terrible. Just upset. Mad at the world. Oh well.
9.9 dreaming.
Yeah.
Well, next I think it's next. I think we tried to do it next Wednesday. But the guy that created this comic series right here, The Lost Gardens, he's gonna be on. Him and the writer and the creator of Lost Gardens.
Give us a brief synopsis of that series.
I couldn't do it because I haven't started to read it yet.
Okay.
But dope artwork. There's this guy's on the front, like he's bugging.
So it looked like some telepathic neural bomb that he's emitting.
Right. Something like that, yeah. So it's got a cool wraparound cover. They all do.
Nice.
Great looking books. The artwork's good.
Okay. Thank goodness people could draw, man. What would we be looking at right now if no one can draw? Shit.
Yes, yeah. Imagine. Yeah, because it would
DC
suck.
Show Saturday?
Huh?
DC Show Saturday?
Yes, sir.
Try saying that fast.
DC Show Saturday? She says. Yeah, man. There he's like busting holes through shit. He's got some kind of power. But I haven't started reading. I'm gonna get into it, man. I'm gonna read this. And look, that's pretty cool. Like there's some cyborg thing going on here. This lady's got some
shit. I like that.
Yeah.
And when he's gonna be on?
Yeah, he's gonna be on to promote this book and talk to us about it and him and the writer.
Nice.
So that'll be Wednesday, and then Saturday we're doing DC Day, 6:30 p.m. Monday is hip hop and comics, and Monday is going to be the oh, that's just the 31st. Okay, that's the 31st. So not this coming Monday, but the Monday after. John Jang will be on and chop it up with us. I'm very excited about that. That's my favorite comic book cover artist, hands down. No question.
Crazy. Yeah. I was on the radio today talking about comic books on a sports show. I called into New York. And I got on the radio.
That's dope.
The show was called Bart and Han, right? So, and Bart, he's a former linebacker for the Jets and the Ravens. And Alan Hahn, he does Knicks. He played college basketball and he loves hip hop. He's personal friends with Public Enemy dude. What's his name again?
Chuck D?
Yeah, him and Chuck D, I believe, went to school together.
Wow.
So they tight. You know what I mean? And so I called in today and they was talking. I'm like, talking hip hop to Han because they was doing the best like couple groups of the 90s or like couple songs of the 90s, MJ and Mav, you run it down the line and said they were just doing real good music. And I went on there and started talking to them. And I shouted my name out. Basically, I got my IG name out on the air and and then talked to him a little bit about I told him about the hip hop variants.
Okay.
And he had no idea. So maybe I schooled him today,
Yeah. This is the first T-shirt I want you to make.
Let me see. Let me see that.
That's totally awesome Hulk #1. And it's the Raekwon Cuban Links purple tape. You know, I want that to be right here. And I want to say 6th Element across the top and Hip Hop and Comics across the bottom and have the logo. That logo right there. Right on the back. So I don't know how you could do. Can you do the back? Can you do something on the back of the shirt?
Yep.
Like I want it to be like this big.
Just that about 4x4?
Maybe even 2x2. Gotcha. Really not much at all. Just like you know how sometimes you see on the back of a T-shirt, like right below the neck, there's like a little to be like a little. I don't know. I can't find one of my damn cards, but it's about that big.
Okay, like a sticky pad.
Like a little mini. Yeah, like a post-it.
Yeah,
like a post-it. Yeah, this is smaller than a post-it, but a post-it would work too.
So that picture. So look, send me all of that shit sometime tonight. Like the picture that you want, and just sketch me something. You know, I know we ain't no drawers or whatever.
No, I got you. I could send it to you exactly. Yeah. Probably might be able to even do it on Photoshop. I'll get this image and then I got the graphics 6th Element in the graffiti font that I want. So it'll say 6th Element of hip hop like that over the top, and it'll say Hip Hop and Comics like that on the bottom. And then on the back, it'll have the logo.
This is ESP.
Hey, check this out. Hold on. I'm going to play it for you, Reno. Hold on.
Bob, you always want your own trading cards. So that's cool. So you can get Panini and Brian Dable makes the most sense. Let's bring in the right group of coaches now and give it.
He's not clear for contact.
Oh, there you go. Hold on.
But yeah, that's a dope idea, Cooks.
That's what you're looking for. That's what remains to be seen. Let's take 888-ESPN 729-3776. Let's take James on Daniel Jones. Hey, James.
What's going on, guys?
How we doing?
It's the Hip Hop Hub. How y'all doing?
Good.
All right. Hey, three things. Number one, I'm still glad, Bart, that you're involved with the koi fish and stuff. It shows us a softer side of it. You don't get to see the soft side of Warriors too much, and your passion and enthusiasm for the koi, and it's good to see that sometimes. That's one.
He's very soft.
Number two, me with hip hop, right? I deal with comic books a lot on Instagram.
Okay.
My name is Multiverse Comic Parade on it, and it's very interesting.
Shout out 6th Element, man.
With the hip hop culture, they have these things called hip hop comic book variants. And I want you to take a look when you get some spare time. And they are designing covers based on hip hop albums.
Oh, I like that. I always wanted to have a thing for Bart and I on our Instagram where Bart and I, we try to replicate album covers and movie posters. Like from that era, from the 90s. I was going to pick Lil Kemp's album cover.
You heard him?
Yeah. Daniel Jones. Now, here's my thing with that. He's not clear for contact. Did he have some stuff?
Yeah, but that was me today on that bitch.
That was dope.
That's dope.
I want to do this one. I want to do this one. Definitely want to do these 3.
Hey, I figured it out too. Remember, I was talking about blending? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to start making my own covers.
Yeah. What? Just drawing your own cover?
Well, just a little drawing, with my nephew, and you know what I mean. Just taking pictures.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Like a Deadpool. You could do like a very famous. Oh, I got you right here.
Let me see.
You take this comic, but you put death. You make it say Deathstroke and have Deathstroke right there.
Nice.
And that's your blend.
Because
it's a well-known Deadpool cover.
Yes.
With a Deathstroke.
And shit just take the well-known covers and redo them.
Right.
I like that idea. Cook said, "How about you put that on the front and an actual album on the back?"
Yeah. I seen that. That's a good idea. Like it'll be this will be on the front, and then on the back it'll have the Cuban links.
Nice.
That's a good idea too. And yeah, it'll be like the Sixth Element logo right above the neck, right below the neck on the back, and then a smaller version, like probably about the size of this picture, but not the whole comic, but just about that big, small. Like it'd be like the CD cover, like a CD cover, like an album cover. That'll be dope.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
That'll be hella dope. That'll be hella dope. I'm gonna send you the graphics tonight.
Yeah, send me that tonight because I need some to work on. Slow down a little bit this week, man. See what happens.
Let's do it.
On some real shit though, I might like these 3 slabs and shit I got because I got 2 more coming. I might just throw the other 2 for 2nd and 3rd place on this raffle, man. Let's get this shit filled and get this shit done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That should fill it up. You know, once people see that, what you could win 2nd and 3rd prize, because I paid shit for these slabs, you know, and I'm about to be getting a lot more fucking with these auctions and shit. So
yeah, that you know, some type of incentive. It's weird to me, man, why people don't jump on these raffles so much, so quick. Like I always feel like if it's I'm not necessarily gonna buy a bunch of spots, but I'll shoot $15, $10, $20, $25. Shoot it in there. Why not? Shoot your shot.
Why not?
I did it before. I put 15.
Look how you came off. Look how you came off.
You know what I mean? So I'm not about buying, 5, 10 spots because it's a good chance you wasting all of that money. You buy 5, $25 spots, right? You just blew $100, but it's like if you throw a $25 in there, it's worth the gamble. You might lose it, but you might win $2,000 worth of shit.
Exactly. It'll happen. Yeah, so that's what I've been thinking I'm gonna do. Put them up 2nd and 3rd place and get this shit popping.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how we did the Mad Men of Comics. That's how we did the big raffle. We had the short box. We had all the little side ones. We made 4 prizes. Then we did the 4 prizes, and then ended up doing 3 more.
I know. I was there. It was a glory. That night y'all did that. It was one of the best nights I've ever had, bro. And I wasn't even in. You know what I mean? But it was like it was so exciting. It was just shit. And remember, it was taking a little while because we were still waiting for people to come, and it was just an event, bro.
Yeah,
you made that an event. It was, and you were hosting. It was magnificent, Reno.
Oh, thank you, man. That we do what we can. We try, but we're gonna do it again. Like we definitely gonna do that again. I don't know when, you know what I mean, but
right.
Try to do that at least once a year, once every 6 months, whatever it may be. But hey, Multi, here's an idea for you
now, so I will definitely be helping y'all. Let's get next one. I'm putting in. So there we go. Oh, let me see. Yeah, Multi, here's an idea for famous Black inventors on a shirt. Hell yeah, I would love to do that, Cooks. Hey, Cooks, you know what? I remember we talked before, Cooks, about the Black History Month coming up. Remember how we was talking, right? I think you just hit on a fucking idea, Cooks. I'm gonna DM you in a little bit after this, because I think this could follow up exactly on what we was talking about. How saving the bullets for this month coming up, and boom, I think we could put some shirts out there. Definitely.
Yeah, you said, and I'm gonna be doing Black History shows in February. I'd like you both guys to be involved, please. You already know, Cooks.
Already, Cooks. I told you 2 weeks ago. I'm already in.
Yeah, I'm already in. You already know, history, man.
My mama was a history teacher. I told Cooks, my mother was a history teacher. She ran a history department. Black culture learning at its finest. For all them years, my mother instilled in us. So I love talking about history. I love talking about, the progress, things that have been forgotten.
Yeah.
They real quick to forget about the invention history of the Black man, Yes. I don't like to talk about that.
Right. And that's exactly. That needs to be showcased and talked about, You know what I'm saying? Especially on y'all show. But I think that's gonna be a good time to do like on Sixth Element, we could do like black superheroes, black comic books, you know, all the milestone stuff, Static,
I got
Icon,
all of that.
Black
All of
Panther, yeah, Luke Cage, and
I got them. We could bring back out them weird urban books. Remember the ones I got, like Omega Man and
oh yeah,
you know, these really weird, you know, far off titles that nobody really knows about. You know, that's significant in, you know, the black comic book artists.
Yeah, I think I got and I think I got something who. Yeah, check this out. Oh, this too. Shit. This shit is dope.
Shaolin.
Son of Shaolin.
Son of Shaolin.
See that? Son of Shaolin.
Nice. Nice. Look at that.
Son of Shaolin is brilliantly unique and fresh urban take on one of my all-time favorite genres. Our $7 team was hooked after only 20 pages, and we knew we had to put it on the big screen. Hip hop and kung fu have always had a storied relationship. Son of Shaolin celebrates this union with skillfully crafted birth of modern day urban superhero. This coming of age masterpiece made me feel 16 again. A kung fu epic set in the back alleys and subway tunnels of Harlem. Kyrie, an aspiring street artist who is struggling to make ends meet, learns that he is the last living descendant of a secret sect of ancient Shaolin elders. Confused and unsure of where to turn, he finds a father figure in the mysterious Master Fong. Fong trains Kyrie in martial arts and in anticipation of an attack from Red Fist, a relentless killer who has already murdered the rest of Kyrie's bloodline.
Damn.
Includes a forward by Aisha Tyler. Dude, but look at the art, though.
It's magnificent.
Word. It's incredible, man.
What kind of pages is they using? That shit ain't regular.
It's like magazine pages.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's nice. I love shit like that, you know?
Hell yeah, bro. This was
But it costs too much for them to make books like that all the time.
Bro, it don't, bro.
It doesn't, but
they're just lazy, bro. What the fuck? I mean, come on, man. You can make this. Y'all could just, you know, people can make this. It's like, why don't they? I just don't get it. Because yeah, it's, I mean, I could show you every page in this book. It's amazing.
And I think I'm gonna recreate that shirt you're wearing tonight too. I like that. I want that.
Inspector Deck.
I'm about to make that shit.
I seen Deck wears this in one of his videos too.
I'm about to make me one. Turn the woo sideways. Boom. There you go.
Inspector Deck. That's it.
I like that. Gives me an idea for a carpenter too. Inspect the deck.
Yeah, there you go. Inspect the deck.
Django.
This was hard too.
Ooh, look at that. Glossy, boy.
Yeah.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Django is a good ass movie, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I never
heard nobody say nothing bad about it.
Well, you know, people that say bad about it, you know who that is.
Well, yeah, of course. But that's anyway.
Hatred will not win.
Nope.
Look at that. Smoking. That's a bad man, boy.
And the material, bro, I don't even know what you call this. Sometimes books, new novels are printed in it. It's like a weird. It's soft. It's like a weird soft
Space
texture.
Age.
Feels like rubber almost.
Space Age.
Yep. Vertigo Comics, based on the Oscar-winning screenplay by Quentin Tarantino. Yes, it's dope.
You know, I that's dope.
That's dope.
Look like some Red Dead shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, that's very nice, man. And you got that from an LCS?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Vertigo Comics. It is
And another thing too, Reno, I gotta really start catching up on these horror books, man, because I missed out on a bid the other night for Nightmare on Elm Street 9.8, bro. I was pissed off, man. Damn. Dude went up like $25 more. I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah. He tried to buy it out.
Because we going back and forth a little bit, you know?
Right.
And he like, nah, fuck you, bro. He just put 25 more. I'm like, yeah, you can have it.
Like I'm tired of bickering.
I know.
You threw a punch.
I'm like, man, bro, you can have that shit, bro. Yeah, I need shit like that, bro. I need all of
this shit. And it's a red foil too.
I need all of that. You selling that?
Hell no.
You see how I just eased that in, right? You selling
that? Hell no.
Guess I had to get my own. I'll find them though. Because my man said Saturday he gonna have some horrors for me.
Yeah. But yeah, it ain't like it's hard to find or anything. It ain't like it's not like a rare book or anything like that. But we got another one for Black History. Not Black History, but urban graphic novel.
And I got another dude holding a Friday the 13th Topps Comics #2. Oh yeah. Titty meat.
Yeah. This is dope.
Nice. Yeah, he holding a Friday 13th for me, but he wanted like $11 for one book shipping. I'm like, bro, guess what?
That's crazy.
Let me get some more books, and then I'll, you know what I mean? You can ship that shit.
Yeah. Consolidate. You got to consolidate.
That was like 11 for one book. I'm like, Oh, hell yeah.
And Fat Boy getting it, and they run up on him. Make him run out to bed.
Naked.
Bucky ball naked. Yeah, this shit crazy. This book is real crazy. Crime Does Pay. High Rollers chronicles the life of Cameron Quinn, a ruthless upstart out to make a name for himself in this tale of crime and destiny from critically acclaimed mystery novelist Gary Phillips. Phillips shines a harsh light on the action and drama of the LA underworld in this inner city spin on The Sopranos, creating a potent mix of American Gangster and The Wire, including a never before seen prologue by the author and candid interview. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah. I haven't read it yet. Boom Studios.
Boom.
Yeah.
House of Slaughter, all that shit, right?
Yeah, Boom. Yeah, Boom is they're big, man. They've been doing a lot of good shit. Something's Killing the Children is their big.
The dude, one of the people on the development team, he follows me on IG. Richie something.
Here go another one from Boom. This is Samuel L. Jackson's comic book.
Holy Holy shit.
Cold Space. It's written by Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, I might have to get that too.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Dead Space, my favorite video game.
Right. Yeah, Boom Studios. And it is kind of like, a space joint.
Was he an engineer or freaking? If he's an engineer, I'm done. Because they took it right from Dead Space then.
Right. No. Space is cold, but there's one guy who likes it just the way it is. Goes by Mulberry, and he's a man who just isn't in the right mood to be caught for the galactic crimes he's committed. You don't want to be messing with him. After a ship-to-ship fight, a computer malfunction, and a blind space jump, Mulberry crash lands in the ghetto of space on a nameless moon. All in all, a pretty lousy day, but with drama comes opportunity, and Mulberry quickly finds a gang leader with a full wallet just itching to hire the new gun in town. Things are about to get complicated. Yeah. Samuel.
Might have to check that out.
Samuel. This dude's kind of dope, though.
What's he shooting? That's a hand laser?
It's like a flamethrower out of his wrist, like a Mandalorian type thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Got the albino black dude.
Like that. Some good art there.
Yeah.
Better be Samuel L. Jackson shit.
Samuel.
Say motherfucker one more again.
Say one more. Yeah, man.
Get that Royale with
Say cheese. What? One more motherfucking time. Royale. Say what again?
That Royale.
Royale with cheese.
That's it.
It's a tasty burger.
Yo, make me want to watch that shit again, yo.
Yeah, it's a classic.
You can't go wrong with that. Like a lot of times I haven't really watched it, but you walk by sometime, I see it on, and I'll just kind of stop for a second just looking at that shit.
Yeah. That's definitely one of those. But all right, man, I gotta wrap it up, man. I've been live 3 hours now.
All right, brother.
But I'll see you on Instagram, man.
Of course.
For those that's still here rocking with us, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate you, man, and we will definitely see you guys back here in 2 days, Saturday 6:30 p.m. and then Monday 6:30 p.m. and then Wednesday 6:30 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday every week 6:30 p.m. We'll be here. And Big Country, Never Enough, Sixth Element. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Go Pack, go.
The Packers, yeah. See, I recognize that.
There you go.
Love those joints. It's the Reno XL and Reno XL.
Reno XL.
All right, brother.
All right, Reno.
Peace.